Hey, click the go live. We're going live. Live from my basement. It's Thursday night. Woo! Hey, welcome everyone to Dave's Imaginations. Dave's Imaginations presents Dark Queen Ascension, The Fallen. We are in end of days.
End game.
The end game. End game, yes. But it could be the end of days.
End of our days.
It could be as our team that we're calling the Horde Breakers, as the Horde Breakers have found their way to what was the name of the place? Lady Dove, just outside the Well of Dragons, as they went and they met their undercover contact, Yagolf and Wheezy, the Oracle. The mystic, the great one himself, self-proclaimed, Yagolf, who told you of a secret entrance into the Well of Dragons, a little-known path that has recently been cleared by Umberhulk in the side of the Well of Dragons, and that could be your entrance, your secret entrance as you sneak in. Hoping to find the dragon masks, the mask of Tiamat that hopefully you can get and steal and destroy before they are used to have Tiamat, a portal open to Avernus, and have Tiamat re-enter the mortal plane.
What did he tell us? We might have to lose in order to win? Something like that?
Yeah. You might have to suffer a loss to
succeed, or
to have it. Something
To turn left, to go right.
Mm-hmm. And so, but before we go any further, everyone's very favorite. I gotta find OBS right here, and we're gonna go ahead and hit our intro. Intro. I do so enjoy that intro. Back over to, let's go to the game layout. There we go, game layout, as people are wrapping up their dinner and jumping over to Dave's room. We find ourselves in Lady Dove. We just left the Dire Dragon Inn after getting the intelligence. And how did you like that no one else commented, just Noel? No, Noel and Christian commented on the video I put out last week with that
The map thing?
Map thing.
That thing's the
That was pretty cool.
part of that was that was very cool.
That's enticing. It's
That
like
stuff is nifty.
Yeah. The problem is that 3D software, it's not like you can play in 3D. That is just software to make a map. It is not a virtual tabletop to play in. And this wouldn't handle. You are getting dangerously close to a video game at that point.
I was thinking that while I was watching it, like, oh, this could make creating video game maps a lot easier. But it's blurring that line.
Yeah, it's. But you'd still have narration, right? We'd still have people here. But then, you know what? They do that in World of Warcraft. Everyone gets on their headsets and they're all talking to each other. They don't get in character. But let's face it, we don't get in character either, do we? Not usually. Not often. So anyway, we had found our way to Lady Dove. We had somehow come across a portal through the absent-mindedness of your dungeon master with these bags of explosive anti-magic powder. Bags I described as a pillowcase. These can't weigh nothing, right? They're probably 5-10 pound bags of powder.
doing our Santa thing.
So as you came into town,
I think we should go back and do it all over again.
should we start over? Yeah.
No. And
Yeah,
no.
let's not.
Whole campaign.
The whole
No,
the whole campaign.
Just the. How are you taking anti-magic through a magical portal?
Well, what I think it was is you were all carrying them as you came through the portal, and you got on the other side, and as you stepped out of the portal, and you start to hear the orcs, and you're holding this powder, and it's like, oh crap, what did we just do? And I suspect you stashed them right there in that empty building, but you can tell me.
I think that's fair.
It was either that, or you set them outside the tavern somewhere. I mean,
That's risky.
Yeah, no.
these were my thoughts as well.
Well,
But
people would look at him and go, oh,
it looks like
dust.
dust.
So it doesn't look like gold dust, silver dust.
Yeah.
It looks like silver dust.
Almost like sand, right? Sand is some portion of sand is ground up shells, right?
Right.
And so as you're coming out of this dire dragon inn, suddenly behind you appears Ruckus, who's
What's up, guys?
I think I've shaken off the.
Are we sure? You've shaken this off?
This is not the place to lose your cool.
His melancholy.
I spent a lot of time meditating
Yoga,
and
mindfulness.
yeah, big bag of weed.
In the pool.
Yeah, yeah.
But now,
So I can't, I can't say I've got it all under control. I just think I
Because
need
we need
to.
you, man.
I know.
We
I
need
just.
you.
I think I just need to. I might. Turn into the shark if the situation calls for it. But this turning back and forth every 5 minutes thing is probably not a good idea.
and as you talk, you look through the tree.
Yeah, I got better.
As you pop out, there's snow on the ground. There's
Yeah, where the fuck are we?
And other question is, what are you wearing?
Why are we?
And what?
Why are we in the snow and playing Santa Claus with these big bags?
Well,
what am I wearing?
We're all dressed up as
cultists.
like
Oh, right.
cultists, and
Yeah. So what are you wearing?
what are you wearing? Or have you changed, or are you in your normal clothes?
Well, I'm going to assume he's wearing his normal.
I would assume so as well.
Yeah.
Kind of
I'm
ready.
assuming we would have grabbed clothes for him.
Do you think? Because was that specifically mentioned?
I think we mentioned that last time specifically that we would.
If you can find it in your notes, I will believe you.
We got notes, they'd be there.
I remember mentioning it. That like, what are we gonna do about Ruckus?
Yeah. Well, and we've got a note. Ruckus, cultist or wizard in the portable hole.
All right. So you grabbed a probably cultist. Everyone went cultist except for wandering barkworm.
Right, he's the wizard.
One wizard's enough.
You guys are all kind of partial casters. I think barkworm might be the most true caster amongst you. Yeah, and as you look, you say, "Oh, wait a second. Give me a second," and you jump back in your lamp and you quickly change. You come back out, and I mean, one thing you notice is, as you look through the tree, there is
Get him in the phone booth. Turn around.
a giant sitting on a wall not too far from here.
Oh, swell.
We still haven't told you where we are or what we're
It's
doing.
Dillywar's boyfriend. I remember him.
It's amazing how much they look alike, or they all look alike.
We are deep within the horde.
That's speciesist.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're deep within a horde. Okay.
Yeah, we're behind enemy
Can't get
lines
any
at the
deeper.
moment.
Horde headquarters.
And okay.
You're
well,
at the Well of the Dragons, basically.
Not quite. Yeah, close.
We're
So-
close.
Stone's throw.
So you've made your way from Waterdeep through the High Moor. You got the snail. You went down to Subar. You ground up the shell. You made it through Hardbuckler, which was a ghost town, abandoned, war torn, and you made it to Hill's Edge, where you met up with the Black Staff, and she said you could meet your contact at Lady Dove on screen, right? On screen is where we're at. I'm showing you.
And funny that she made us walk all the way there, and she just like.
Well, you had to get this. You had to get the shell.
Right. She just like teleports there and makes us walk the whole way, ride horses the whole way.
You're the help, man. You're the help.
I know. It's obvious.
So she got you to Lady Dove, which was right next to the Well of Dragons. And that is where, in Lady Dove, where the Dire Dragon Inn. By the way, all of this is part of the Forgotten Realms wiki. All right, this is not stuff I made up. All right, on map, right? Lady Dove is right next to the Well of Dragons. The Dire Dragon Inn is right there. All right. Now the fact that it's headquarters here, okay, that is a little creative license on my part. This town is not the official town of Lady Dove. I found a town and I used it. And so you met your contact. He said, hey, here's how you sneak in. And you've come out. It is 9 a.m. It's not late. You got up early. You got dressed. You went there. And somehow they have a crowded breakfast with entertainment. Maybe it's a big day there. Maybe this is like their last hurrah before they go and do some nastiness.
No, it is Mardi Gras, right?
You did overhear a couple things. Well, first of all, you saw that Ziaz person that you thought you killed. You heard about some slaves that were there. They had plenty of slaves. They had plenty of dragon cultists. Some 100 dragon cultists in this Well of Dragons. And you overheard the dragon wrangler. He said, "Hey, I've got some wormlings I can sell you."
And we walk out the building and there's.
And right there was a handful of wormlings.
I almost felt like saving it up. Come with me, little ones.
That's real world, Leonard. Mixing with
My last words I hope will be here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Where
so.
does Gloin work at DAPS?
DAPS.
Dragon area?
Dragon
Or-
Animal Protection Society.
Yeah.
Did I keep
Faerun.
the dire
Have
dragon?
you seen the Montana State Wildlife tweet? Whatever it was like last year or something like that. It was like, "You're cold. They have fur. Leave them outside." There's a picture of a mountain lion.
Nice.
Well, like people were like, "Oh, I feel sorry for the poor mountain lion. I'm gonna let it."
Well,
stink in my
everybody
garage."
responded like, "You can't tell me what to do."
So he can eat you.
Yeah. So if I'd been better, or knew how, I would have made this a snowy map. I've lost some. Oh, the goblin.
Lady Dove looks snowy.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't activate.
The bearskin rug. That's cool.
Yeah. So this is through that new software I was able to make that a ghostly goblin. Okay. That happens when I lose the image that it's mapped to. So you're walking out of this place. Ruckus appears. You think about the bags of magic powder that you left in the abandoned wizard tower. Going back to that, by the way, clicking activate, going back to Lady Dove. Not quite as big of an image. So now it's a matter of you tell me. It's 9 a.m. You have your intelligence.
And there's a lot of people at breakfast because today is special. We think we don't know.
You don't know.
Okay. And the back way into their lair is
Up that path, split off before you get to a certain point, and it's just a little bit west of one of the main entrances.
Behind like kind of a hidden.
There's a thin-ish stack of boulders in front of the entrance.
and there's how many special masks we need to find and destroy? 5?
We have 5 bags.
Unless they've been joined into one.
Well, be more convenient, right?
Yeah, Voltron.
Maybe.
Form of. Oh.
Are we hand waving in a way that, like, oh, we went back for the powder, or do we still have to go back for the powder?
I mean, you got there. You should be able to cross town. You look official enough. You should be able to cross town, especially. I mean, you get off to these areas. You can kind of take non-discreet ways. You can make your way back to town fairly. We did some checks along the way to get there, and I think we can hand wave you get back to here.
Do we want to be back here, or where's the closest point? Where are we going?
We have to go back to the lighthouse, right? Get the bags.
All right, Glenn's noticing the
Tower,
music.
sorry, not lighthouse.
The music, and I found a YouTube / Spotify playlist called Bard Core, and it took some pop songs and medievalized them.
It's like Iron Man on a harpsichord and a flute.
Anyway, so is this where you'd like to be? Do you want to say you snuck back across town to the Wizard Tower? Well, you have to.
That's
No,
where
I
you stash
actually
the
get
powder.
powder. Yeah.
Okay.
But from here, you know the way. You know that the path out of town will eventually lead you. Most people take that path to the main entrance, but once you get to a certain point, you can split off and you can go find this other entrance just west of the big entrance.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
we
go.
Okay, we don't need to find anything else while we're in town. If this is a town, is it even a town?
It's more of a camp than a town.
Okay.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that we want to hang around where there's
Hundreds and thousands
of hoarders,
Yeah, well,
horde members.
there are hundreds of thousands of Horde members everywhere. You take this path, you get close to the Well of Dragons, and I have some images I can
And
show.
where we're going in is going to be a lot more.
Before we get too much further, though, as I look at my images, I want to backtrace to Gloin. At your experience in Avernus the night before. So you might recognize this image,
As your reality.
right? You have the agents of demonhood and devils in an internal war. Off in the distance, you have the blotted out, air quote, sun over some floating city that's chained from floating away. Now, on this ever present, both in the mortal realm and Avernus, is the relentless groaning of the Drakhorn.
Mount Doom.
Mount Doom, yeah.
Seems like it, doesn't it? So the incessant sounding of this horn that is calling the dragons. What are we
It's
pointing at?
totally Castle Grayskull.
Which one?
You were going to say that.
Which one? Oh yeah, the penis in the sky.
No, right here.
Looks like
Oh, yeah.
binoculars.
Yeah, it does look.
No, that one's the Disney castle.
Oh, yeah.
And Gloin, one of the previous nights, you saw this great dragon, the 5-headed dragon, fly, and almost as royalty, as it flew through, the fighting stopped, and the parting of the Red Sea, the battle stopped and gave it wide berth as it flew through. And off in the distance, you saw it flying to a Castle Grayskull. And the castle looks something. Let's see if I can find it.
Are you gonna attack it?
What flew through? The dragon?
I don't want to go
TMI.
near anything down here.
I think, didn't you say a 7-headed dragon? 5-headed?
That's not the one I want.
I'm pretty sure everything
one
down here is bigger and more powerful than I am.
There's only one way to get more powerful.
Die?
Go to a deeper level
I
of hell.
can't.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so I die here and I go to another lower level of hell.
Yeah, but this might be your way out, too.
That's a cool castle.
I don't have any faith of ever getting out of here.
So you see it fly to this castle.
Fine. I see it fly to that castle.
Okay.
And you think I'm even vaguely interested in following it?
Well,
Interested or needed? Need to.
your mortal self knows what's going on in the mortal plane. And so, you find yourself coming to a path. This is the path. Again, the map is somewhat green instead of white.
Where was the music? Batman. And,
Oh.
Sorry, I'll
changed,
get that up.
He changed direction pretty quickly because I have no interest in following wherever that thing goes.
Oh, but maybe you could just like lock the door and Tiamat can't come, and then you would just solve the whole thing.
It's funny you say that though, because
There you go.
as you reflect on your reluctance to follow in, Avernus, the first of the 9 hells, that is exactly what you're doing in the mortal plane.
We're trying to keep it from coming to the mortal plane.
So,
And how would I even have a hope of defeating something like that?
yeah, as you follow this main trail from Lady Dove toward the welter, that's why I wanted to show you some
Is
pictures.
he trying to get me to do something stupid?
No, he's trying to get you to get out.
Oh. So when Tiamat gets summoned, you just like grab onto her tail and just.
All right,
I was planning on taking the summer off.
the Well of Dragons is in a caldera, right? A caldera, a dormant volcano. So this is just for theme. This isn't it. But sorry, right? It is the skeleton, if you would, of a volcano. And so as we look at it,
we have to go up as well,
well,
right?
well,
No.
there are entrances into the Well of
Or
Dragons.
is it
The Well of
like
Dragons
inside
are so you follow this you follow this trail and you see a camp just outside as the walls of the volcano go up. There's a camp at the base, and you see this camp, which is what is on screen. A number of orc tents, orc encampment right outside this entrance. You followed this probably on the way there, this wagon train, this supply wagon passed you at some point, and as you catch up, you see they've pulled up to this very somewhat large cave entrance at the base of this mountain, if you would, the caldera. Right, and you can see them unloading, and you see off to the side, you see another one of those giants. They all seem oddly familiar. This one though has little green humanoids crawling all over it, and you see every once in a while you see one flying. It lands and it picks up, shakes his head off, and just charges back in. And as you get closer, you can almost hear the. They seem to be wrestling, right? This dragon, this giant, I think it's a hill giant. Hill giant is wrestling with these gang of little goblins as they're climbing on him, and he's throwing them off, and they're having fun. All the while, this wagon is being unloaded, and stuff is being carried into this cave. So you probably saw it as we came by. There's female dragon cultists. There are male dragon cultists. There are dragon cultists of different colors and shapes and sizes. Oh, there was even a red wizard with them.
Swell.
Oh, on the other side, there's a happy two-headed troll, and they're probably
Be
arguing
very
with.
multicultural.
It's a diverse community.
Is this the entrance that was described to us?
No.
This is the main entrance.
The main entrance.
That was described to you, yes.
Okay.
We don't want to go in there.
No.
So we just asked somebody where the secret entrance is.
Well, they told you. You have an
already
idea.
know.
I know.
You have an idea. If you veer off to the left, you would find it.
Hey, so we're looking to sneak in. Do you know where the secret entrance is?
Don't mind us. We're just passing through.
Is anybody going into the cave, or are they just
Oh, yeah.
holding it outside?
Oh yes, people are coming in and out. They're taking supplies into the cave from this wagon. They don't take
Is there anybody guarding it?
Oh, there's a lot.
It's on
Oh,
screen.
like actively guarding the entrance.
It's on screen, right, Noel?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Is it,
All right. So I mean, you got giants, you have goblins, you have all these cultists. They're all right there.
And that's the opening. There's the
There's
cave.
nobody checking passports, right?
Oh yeah, try and walk through. Come on.
Well, you act like you belong there. You never know.
Until
Right.
they stop you.
So we have the outfits, but we don't have any like paperwork or anything that says.
No.
No.
We don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just walk in the main entrance.
Oh, I left my ID in my other robe. Damn
They'll
it.
in fact.
At the back of the inn.
All right.
I'm all for swinging left and find our.
To the left or right?
Well, he said it was to the left.
Who said
Well,
it was?
Gloin didn't remember. Gloin thinks it's to the right.
I don't know where it's at. I don't think you guys do either unless the DM tells us.
Hang on. He just told us the back to the left.
A couple times.
Yeah,
Pretty
more
sure.
than once.
Oh, I must have missed it. You know, I am hard of
Oh.
hearing.
I am so quiet too.
You are.
You guys would probably enjoy. I read this book called Goblin Quest. I
Yeah,
don't remember. Did you recommend it to me?
maybe.
The main character is a goblin, and these adventurers come into his cave, and he's just mystified by the goofy stuff they do, and like, why are you we're going to find the super magic whatever, and one of them is obsessed with drawing his map the whole time, and just so it's like he's thrown into a D&D campaign and all the goofy stuff these guys do that D&D adventurers do all the time.
Right.
It makes no sense to him.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah. There's two paths to the Well of Dragons. There's a third one that's less well known. Burrowing creatures open the tunnel. It's not been used. A thin pile of rubble hiding it. So that's where we need to head. And if he
Hey,
said
Dave.
Yeah.
Can we say that we took an hour? I'm sorry, 10 minutes for me to cast a ritual.
Sometime before
You're
8
asking
o'clock.
your partners. You don't need to ask me.
Okay. When we were at the Wizard's Tower, I would have liked to have cast a ritual telepathic bond, which would allow all of us to talk telepathically to each other
Cool.
for 1 hour.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I
Yeah.
mean, that seems beneficial.
Yeah.
Now, I just rolled. It took you 30 minutes to walk here.
Okay.
Okay.
So you took you 10 minutes. Half of that hour has been taken up. And as you come close, the nature, the terrain, however it is, puts you on the outskirts of this encampment to the left. You see the wargs. Now, my marching order here is somewhat arbitrary.
I think the ghost should be in front.
Ghost is invisible, so it doesn't matter.
Christiana would probably be near the front since she's the one who got her future told.
Sure. And we're going to roll to see if there is a random encounter. That's a natural 20. I was thinking a 1. Wes, should we have an encounter?
No. I don't think so.
I asked the wrong person. Ken, should we have a random encounter?
Yes. Why would we not on a natural 20? Good things happen on 20s.
Natural 20. That means gold is falling from the sky.
So off into the
Depends on the nature they
And
come.
you find a magic sword on the ground.
in the encampment. As you look, there's this is an orc encampment. There's a group of orcs sitting around a campfire, and they're all. It's 9 a.m. 9:30 a.m. They're all drinking. They're hard morning ale, and one of them goes, "Ugh," and he points over to look. Does anyone speak orc?
Let me see.
No.
I guess no.
Hindsight, I definitely should have cast comprehend languages while we were doing the telepathic bond.
And
Let's go back half an hour and you cast.
Too late.
and they point right at Barkworm.
Give me a second. I don't know if I speak the language. I'm looking it up. Come on, where the hell are the languages? Oh, there it is.
Bottom left.
I do not speak Orcish. Dang it.
And one of the orcs stands up, almost trips and falls on himself, as you think he's cursing in or English, and the other of them they laugh, and the other one kind of stumbles up to Barkworm. Blah, 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 blah.
You can cast it now.
No.
So, it looks like he's being aggressive, right? Is that
No,
what I'm getting?
he is not picking a fight. He's
Okay.
drunken, and he's asking
Yeah.
you a question.
Okay.
That was without an insight check, so you're welcome.
Just kill him.
So first of all, as you guys are
Buddy's
walking,
watching.
who cares about you? Ruckus, you see them talking. Do you just keep on walking?
I'm not saying just ignore him. I'm saying just ignore him in our heads.
Okay, then I guess so. If that's, I mean, if he's confronting Barkworm, I was
Yeah.
leaving it to him to respond, and he's choosing not to. So okay,
You choose not to.
play along, but have
He grabs Barkworm by the shoulder.
Oh.
So now I'll do something.
Again, it wasn't like he was trying to throw you to the ground or cause you pain. He was talking to you, and you ignored him.
So, yeah, my logic here is an orc shouldn't be even talking to me. I'm a red wizard. I'm executive, right? He's pawn.
Fair point.
Put your finger on his chest.
So-
And back him up.
okay. So
So-
he's so the wizard's supposed to be like the
a
important
little
dude.
higher, yeah.
Yeah, red
Yeah,
wizards
these are
So
these
you-
are minions.
Yeah. So then maybe it could sort of take a step like, hey,
Yeah, so
I-
I'll pull my arm away from him. I'll just. And am I able? Do I have to make a strength check?
No. You brush his hand off your shoulder, right? And you look down at him. You in derision, all right? You shake him off, and you look at him, and what do?
Fireball.
You move to walk away again? Do you say something? Do you fireball him?
Yeah. And
Yes,
common,
you do
I
fireball?
say, get away from me, you filth.
Common. Yeah, common. You, Red Wizard?
Ooh,
okay, so he speaks common.
a little bit.
So I
Doesn't
so
it
I
look
might
like that?
Yeah, okay. Do you want to butt in here, Ruckus?
yeah, just sort of hey, don't bother the boss.
So
Go-
you're
go.
doing a persuasion.
That's your gig.
Sure.
Okay.
That's
Plus 10 or something like that,
a
right?
9 total. Yeah,
A 9 total? What was it on
Yeah.
the die?
3.
I thought you had like a plus 10.
6.
He looked at it. Shut up, suit collars. He doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
Well, then let me know when it's my turn again.
And he looks to Barkwood. What are you? Never seen one like you as wizard.
Refresh my memory. We decided to go with costumes, not seeming, right?
Correct.
You did a costume. You pulled on a red wizard robe.
Right.
Yes, that's the only thing that's. So he sees a giant,
He sees
a furbolg red wizard.
more specifically, he sees a race he may have never seen. He's seen a lot of red wizards come and go, but none of your race. Remember, these are red wizards of Thay. There's not a lot of furbolgs in Thay.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's Thay? I got one better. What is Thay? I could eat one better. Who is Thay?
Who is they? Funny enough, they're all something.
I have
it's all
something
nature
Indian.
thing.
Namaste. Oh, wait.
So I'll look him in the eye with aggravation and piercing, derision. I have things better to do than talk to you, and we're not stopping walking.
Yeah, and as you say this, you look behind him, and there's orcs around that campfire. They're on their backs laughing. Good.
And if he keeps it up, he's going to get it.
All right.
That's what I'm telling everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something more
All right.
in character.
Back to Ruckus.
So he is casting a spell, and your boy needs to do an intelligence failing throw against an 18.
All right. 12 on the die. They're not that intelligent.
Okay, so 6 points of psychic damage.
Oh, you
Mind
did
sliver.
damage. Blah, blah, blah.
He told you to leave him alone. Be gone.
Yeah, well, he's going to give you a forceful thrust in the...
Me?
Yes, you. You're the one with the oogly boogly.
Yeah.
Barkworm didn't do... So that's a 15 to hit you?
Yeah.
All right.
Would you say he's a humanoid?
I would say the orc is a humanoid.
There you go.
Okay.
And it only did like 4 points of damage as you feel a bruise well up in your chest, but you get shoved back 5 feet. And about then is when some other orc stands up and says, and you, as he shakes off his anger directed at you and puts a hand to his side of his head, and he looks back and he starts to walk back. And we'll go. So first of all, anyone else want to chime in here? Especially Olak, you're right behind. Strider, you're right ahead.
Right.
No, if he's actually backing away, then no.
It seems like some other orc has commanded him back to the tent.
Right.
Is that other orc acting like they're going to come towards us?
He is acting like a superior to this orc.
Yeah.
He took 2 steps out from behind a tent, saw what was going on, saw this orc messing with the other ones laughing on the ground, who all of a sudden aren't laughing anymore, pulling themselves straight. And this one looks behind and so
No, I won't.
Strider and
if he's backing away, then I'm not gonna take action.
Strider and Olak don't do anything. Barkworm, back to you. He starts to back off. What do you do?
I'm just telling everybody to keep walking.
Or back to you, Ruckus. The other orc seems to be retreating. Do you let it go? Or is it Jabberjaw?
No, it's not. No.
No? You've got you.
Resist, man.
No, I was just going to mess with him maybe a little more, but I don't want to piss off him and his buddies.
Yeah, we don't need. We don't need this. We got things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I don't know what spell you use, but mark it off.
Just a cantrip.
Okay. All right, just a cantrip. As you make your way.
Downtown. Making up.
Oh, come on, Dave.
Crisis averted.
As let's see, where are these stones? Oh, they're way over there.
Oh boy, that's a big map.
Yeah, it is. I didn't take the time to cut it in half. Oh, this map though gives you a sense of the caldera.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Small.
Might be in view of them.
Hey.
Do we want to be? Crap.
Somehow I harken back to Indiana Jones, right? He somehow in front of all those people digs a hole in the ground and finds the lost.
He doesn't find
Nobody-
her. He's up on top of a building.
Okay, even better.
We're going to be out in the open.
Well, on top of the
But
building's
we're-
pretty out in the open
Well,
too.
we're around the bend.
Well,
Around
if they're
there.
down there and you're up there.
All right, you're a little ways away.
Around the bend.
You're a little bit around the bend. Yes, if someone went looking for you, they could find you. And as you walked away, this boss probably watched you for a while until he lost interest. But here you find a pile of boulders that is conspicuous.
Does anybody have that
Because they
boulders?
all look exactly the same.
I
They
wonder
look
if we
like
can drop
frozen
in from the
meatballs.
top Without moving the boulders. I wonder if we can climb up and drop in from the top.
Meatballs.
They all kind of have a face on them.
Not intentionally.
Oh no, the rock columns. Ah!
Oh, rock golems.
Enough with
That's a
this.
great idea. Should we do another encounter, Ken?
Do it!
Well, it said a thin layer of rubble. Those look rather large.
Which is why I was saying maybe there's a gap at the top.
Over
where
the
we
top.
Climb down inside of it.
Doesn't somebody have like a mold earth cantrip or something?
I do.
But
Oh, it's a camper. Okay.
if we move those rocks, then someone can come by and see, hey, wait a minute, these rocks have been moved. And
There's
follow
one of
them.
you that could probably just go straight through them and tell you how thick it is.
Yes.
Who's
Hey,
that?
Gloin.
No,
Fake-
Strider, he's talking to you. You gotta transform into a snake.
No, that's not what he's talking about. I know what
I'm
he's
not gonna. I'm sorry. I'm not inclined to waste a good.
Can move
mild
into other
shot.
creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain.
Go for it.
However, the creature object takes 5. Oh, if I end my turn inside it. So okay. So as long as it's not more than difficult terrain, 25 feet. So that's 12 and a half. As long as it's not more than 12 and a half feet thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There's
you
only one
can't
way to find
find-
out.
Yeah. So I'll walk through.
Yeah, you walk through, and it's pretty much what you see, right? These boulders are probably between 3 to 5 feet in diameter,
Okay.
and there's only one layer of them.
Now when I
So-
get through, can I look up? Do I see a gap?
You
Up
can
above?
and from the inside you can see random thin streams of light coming
But
through.
nothing from the very top. There's no gap up there.
There's no gap that someone could crawl through.
But maybe we could push a couple down and make the
Yeah,
gap
because
bigger.
I don't want to move the whole stack of rocks.
Right.
And if anyone walks by, they'll see that.
Yep.
Hey, this stack of rocks has been moved.
Yeah,
On the
you,
secret entrance.
you wouldn't want a fast way to retreat either.
No,
Because once you get in there, deal is
it'll
done.
be fine.
You'll be fine. I mean, not fine. You will be
I'm
fine.
pretty sure we're all going to die in there. Let's just-
Again,
one of these days I'm going to be right,
And this is a
and then I'm going to say I told you so.
and if ever there was a day that the odds are more in your favor,
It's today.
that's right.
How many dragons are in there?
As you look up, you see many dragons circling above the caldera.
That isn't the question I asked, but we'll find out when we get in.
wait, so he can already see up in the hole?
No.
No, we're looking at the sky.
You
above us.
approaching it, you
Oh,
can
oh,
see.
oh, okay.
Matter of fact, it even describes it in here somewhere. A mind-numbing. No, that's not the right one. The
feel like-
caldera of a
sense
lo-
of dread.
the caldera of a long dead volcano rises from the ashen plain ahead. Along the cinder cones steeply sloped sides, thousands of creatures mill about or are lining up into ordered infantry ranks in the air above. Dozens of chromatic dragons wheel and shriek like a flock of immense crows awaiting the bloodshed of a battle to come. You asked, I answered.
Alrighty.
So you stand in front of a cave entrance blocked by a layer of boulders. Gloin says, "Yeah, it's a boulder or two thick. Some light's getting through in random spots. What do you do?"
We need to go up and push a few off so we have a path in.
Yeah.
So, Strider,
let's
you-
pick a couple of the better ones.
You climb up there.
Sure. I'm not. Oh, with my belt of giant strength, I'm going to just chuck these rocks off the side.
Wait for us to move first.
Yeah, right. By all means. So I don't know if I need to do a strength check to push a few.
What's
of
your
these
strength with the boulder with the belt? 20.
21.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can just pick them up outright.
No,
but
no.
You can
I
definitely.
just meant-
You find some leverage. You roll it off. And I mean, right there with that one off, you feel like there's a 3 foot. Maybe if you did one more, like this one right here,
Sure.
you come over here and you kind of put your back to it and you push it off with like.
Now, if I stay my turn inside of an object, it does damage.
Right.
But if it does damage to a rock, does it make noise when it crumbles? How big a noise?
If it's a tree in a forest, no one's
That's
around.
what I was thinking too.
But there are people here to hear it.
Exactly.
If it goes into
If you stop in
Well,
the
that didn't happen,
to make it
so I don't have to answer the question.
Oh, we're not going to do that. Okay.
You
well,
didn't.
you
and
walked right through.
You walked right through. You made
But
it.
I could climb up there and spend a turn inside of a rock and cause damage. to it.
As you were contemplating that, Strider got up there and kicked 2 of the boulders down, exposing a 5 foot hole at the top of the stack.
No, I think that's good. And we go in and we just
Pave the way.
Yes, and then it just looks like a couple of them fell down. It doesn't.
Right.
We didn't blow up the whole thing.
Right.
I mean, do we want to try to lift one of them back up
No.
our way in?
Too late. I changed maps.
No. All right. Fair enough.
So how long are we staying in costume?
As
Till
well
we
as it
die.
takes, because we don't know what all's in here.
Right, but we're not. Some of us don't have our armor on or have weak armor on.
Yeah, it'd probably be good. Pop them out. Pop the robots out.
Your
Oh.
what is your armor in the bag of holding or the portable hole or something?
My dragon guard armor is. I am wearing leather armor,
Yeah.
which is considerably.
You know, I
weaker.
don't know. I think we should
Need to
still
get,
keep I always go around like this, so
So it's
Yeah.
stealth
Need to get-
versus. Well, you have spells you can cast.
Yeah. You get Daddy Shark out of here. He's not here.
Daddy Shark.
Yeah, we'd probably get.
Daddy
yeah.
shark.
Okay, you have that.
Yeah.
we
So,
send
but
him-
we got the Quadrone out. We got the robot dog out.
So you guys are getting your armor out and putting it on underneath the robes?
That's what's being suggested, requested, so we need to decide if that's what's going to happen.
So the thing about the dragon, what we kind of decided about the dragon guard armor is it's probably pretty flashy
Right.
and probably hard to hide under a
Oh,
robe.
by the way, other than the light from that 5 foot hole, there's no light here.
All right. We can fix that.
Yeah. I
My
have a
book,
light
my
can.
book is here with me too, and that gives off some light.
Well, I have the light can.
Did I give you the shimmer ring?
Mhm.
Okay.
What does that do again? I
Uh,
wrote it down, but
yeah, I did again.
I have the
I think
light
I still
can.
have yours.
you can use an action to speak
All
a
right.
command word.
You
and
all have solutions to the light
cause
problem.
the ring to sparkle bright light.
So just for effect, you're using your light abilities, right? And that also means that people can see you coming from a long ways away.
I mean, I have dark vision, so.
As do Yeah, don't
Maybe you go ahead then.
Don't most of us have dark vision?
You'd have dark vision.
I do.
I do.
You're a ghost, and
What
I
about
call
Barkler?
that profiling.
Well, he doesn't care if he walks into the wall, so what?
right.
Well, he'll never walk into
But then
a
he
wall.
might-
He might walk into
He
a
might
wall.
keep- yeah.
I think Barkworm is the only one for whom dark is a problem, right?
What about your robots?
Fair
So
point.
that's a good question.
So-
Minnie has true sight.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I wasn't going to
He's
keep the
LED.
light on.
He's-
just for us to change.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got the night vision goggles.
The Steel Defender.
But you guys
has
figured it
dark
out.
vision
You're
as
in
well.
this tunnel. It's quite wide. Looks like about 20 feet wide.
Big
we
enough
don't-
for a dragon to get through?
Big enough for a dragon to get through. Yeah.
So we don't need a ton of light. We just need enough light for Barkworm, right? Because most everybody here.
Barkworm has his book that
Alright.
there's a small amount of light.
So realistically, if we all have dark vision and he's got his, I'm just saying it's less likely that we're going to be like freaking LED headlights coming down the hallway is to the DM.
Okay. So you're coming down the hallway with your LED light.
Wow. Let's light this place up.
You're coming down, and there's boulders here and there. I mean, even with you can only see 60 feet in your dark vision. How much space do I have here? So at this range, you can see.
I brought a bottle of cranberry if anyone's interested.
Big 3 on the floor.
Big 3 on the floor. Yeah, there's an odd big 3 on the floor.
Here we go. Back to the boat.
Wait, I know this one. Throw a stone on it and hop on one foot.
3 times, right?
Is that how hopscotch works? I've never played it.
Or is it?
Yeah, you have the squares.
I forget.
You throw a stone on like number 1, and then you have to jump over it. You have to skip the one where your rock is. Come back, jump over it again. Or no, you pick it up on the way back. and then-
So we're just marching as a group up this
how I went.
tunnel. There's been no talk about scouting ahead or
Okay.
I
investigating.
mentioned that the ghost should go up ahead.
There you go.
He's invisible and
I'm checking for secret doors and traps.
I agree. The ghost should go ahead.
Really, like Delta should, or like the robot should be up.
So I want the guys to wait. I'm going to scout all the way ahead to the entrance, and I'm going to come back. Let them know what's ahead of us.
So you stop by here and you say, "Hey guys, let me go." Oh, you don't get very far before you see a creature. It looks like some insectoid thing, and it's sitting amongst the boulders, and it's kind of like chewing on the boulders.
And talking about car insurance. No.
You're invisible, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking the hide action.
You're invisible, or are you hiding?
Well,
That's
I'm
the-
in the dark.
Well, no. There's a distinction.
Yes, I'm
Because
sure there
some
is.
creatures don't rely on sight.
I'm sure.
He's checking the sheet.
I mean, what are the chances a creature we come across in the dark tunnel wouldn't rely on sight?
Shadow stealth. When in
On
dim light or
her.
darkness, glowing Grogar can take the hide action as a bonus
Yeah.
action.
So you can't be seen visibly. I mean,
Right.
But the other
Still
means
making sound,
but-
or they can smell me, or whatever.
smell
I'm
a
not
ghost.
invisible, so to speak.
What do ghosts smell like?
Go smell. Yeah.
Probably don't smell like anything. But could I make noise?
Summer breeze sheets.
Maybe it smells like fire and brimstone because of where the rest of
Yeah,
it is.
right.
I move through objects, so I wouldn't knock anything loose. Do I make noise?
yeah. Well, let's give me a stealth check with.
Where's my map? Come on, get over here. Come on. You're not gonna. Where's it at? Okay, fine. Do it the hard way. That's a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Nice. As you study it, and you don't realize how close you've gotten to it, and it looks up to you and looks you right in the eyes, and it uses its confusing gaze, and you feel your mind start to.
Charmed.
You're not charmed. This is a confusing gaze.
I can't be paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone. restrained,
Yes,
frightened,
this
grappled.
is it's not a charm. It's confusing gaze, and you need to make a charisma saving throw.
Well, there you finally rolled. Which I also rolled a 2, so okay. Charisma. I don't have. Well, I do have charisma actually. Yeah, it took you a minute to do that.
A 2? Tell me it was a 2.
Yeah, I actually rolled it on here. It didn't roll, so I rolled a 2. Then it finally came up.
Roll your charisma saving throw.
I see 7.
I see a 7.
You see a 7. All right. So now I need you to roll a d8 to see what happens to you.
What, Brock?
A d8. There's
D8.
The pointy one.
A 1.
a 1.
We're rolling great tonight.
Yeah, where?
So,
I could just take possession of it.
well, it's too late. Your mind has been confuddled, and it commands you to run away back the way you came.
Okay.
It's actually better for us than if you ran. At least we're gonna see you.
And you're floating back, and all of a sudden you see your buddies again.
Okay.
And
It's
you-
like you don't know how you got here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't remember anything.
You encountered a creature, and then you went on your way, and then the next thing you know, you're back to your buddies.
There's a creature down there. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I'm back with you guys. It must have done something to me.
Hey, you just floated back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could go back, I guess, and be prepared this time.
Well, you say there's something up there. We need to tread cautiously.
Yeah, so obviously this thing might be guarded, or for some reason he's just here. Maybe he got bored. And, I don't know.
Do you move up as a group this time? Or do you just go up by yourself again?
Do we want
We
to?
spread out a little, so we're not.
Well,
Do we want to go invisible?
I want to go up.
I wouldn't use it on this one dude.
I'm going to suggest I could go up and take possession of him, or
Got
try.
a long adventure in front of
Yeah,
us.
true.
We're not getting a long rest.
Yeah.
Spread out.
You say spread out, but you're in a 20-foot wide tunnel.
Okay, well, don't. Yeah, but just don't line all up for the nice, convenient spell on everybody.
Lightning bolt through the line.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I have to step away. What's going on?
Barkram just got eaten by an Umber Hulk.
No.
Oh,
No, he's yanking your chain.
roll over destiny.
So,
Oh, look at this.
spread out.
This loosens my inhibitions.
And you're like, what'd he say? Where'd everybody go? You're still standing in the middle.
Tell me what you do. Who takes action? Loin, you said you were going to move forward again.
Mm-hmm.
Loin starts to pull away. Anyone talk to him?
Be careful if you can't remember what happened moments ago.
I'll do better this time.
You get back there, and you see a dark tunnel in the side of, much more narrow, more like 5 feet, as it seems to have burrowed its way into the wall.
So I go back and tell the guys, whatever it was, it must be able to eat rock because it made a hole in the wall that wasn't there. I don't think it was there.
And at least you, especially, would remember that the story that Yagoth told you about the Umber Hulk that cleared the way, and you know that Umber Hulks can do that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember that. Ah, that must be the Umber Hulk that Yagolf was talking about. We should steer clear of it. I'm assuming.
I think that's a good idea.
Considering it made my mind go blank and go back to you guys. Yeah, I think that's actually a good idea.
Its confusing gaze is a natural ability of the Umber Hulk.
And it can eat 2 rocks. Wow.
Yeah.
We have this entrance to thank it for.
So, you guys slowly press on.
Well,
But
now that we've gotten past that, I want to go ahead again and check
Yeah.
out the entrance.
yeah, so you come to a point where it tees.
Here we go.
As you stand there and contemplate what you're going to do, the rest of the group catches up to you.
Oh, it's a branch in the
Yeah.
tunnel.
Yeah.
And
What do you want me to do, guys? Take one, see what there, and come back, or we just pick one and go together?
Let's pick one.
Left.
We got a ghost that naturally hides and can scout for you.
Straight.
My left.
so you're going to go through the wall.
No.
Well, that's more straight
It's
than
the left fork. Come on.
as you stand with the. Ruckus says, "Let's go this way."
So
Or are you
yeah.
going to wait here as Gloin goes and scouts ahead?
I was suggesting, yeah, like going
Okay.
go first. I just arbitrarily picked that way.
So Gloin, you go forward quite a ways, and you come to a dead end.
Oh, you're right. Come on back. Am I sure it's a dead end?
How would you validate that?
Well, I come to a dead end. It's rock wall.
That's correct. It's
Okay.
a rock wall. Okay.
I mean, like rubble or something that I might be able to crawl
No,
through.
not really rubble. It's like whatever was brewing here just stopped.
Okay, I'll come back. It's a dead end, guys. There's a rock wall.
Are we sure it's a dead end? Could it be a ruse or a illusion? I mean, it's not like there aren't wizards roaming around.
I mean, I could try and walk through the wall and see if there's something on the other side.
Do you like me to investigate?
Fine. While I'm down there, I'm gonna step into the wall and then come back.
You step in the wall and you feel the natural resistance of the physical thing, and you get your 10-ish feet in there, and you don't sense an end to the stone.
So I come back.
You come back.
Hey, I went into the wall, guys, and it's a rock wall.
There's at least 10 feet there.
All right.
Christiana, you mentioned you might do something.
Well, I asked Gloin if he wanted me to investigate. I took the answer.
He
he's
seems
investigating.
pretty
Yeah,
confident.
Yeah, I took it as a no. He's confident. So
All right.
You go down the other path.
To the right, to the right.
All right. In this other path, you're gone for a while, but in the end, it opens up. And
Oh my god.
there, and from here,
Multiple forks.
you see doors there very quickly. And fork that looks like it ends, and this winds away. So you have a decision to make here.
So I can see that way. There's something there. I can't see too far straight.
Yeah,
ahead.
this dead ends, and that winds out of vision.
And this one.
This one has like doors. right
That
here.
one has doors there.
Yeah, we'll say that has doors there.
Okay, so I'm going to go back and tell them that there's 3 paths. There comes to a fork with 3 paths. One side has doors that I can't see through. So they can come up to at least this spot. Maybe I walk through the door, peek through the doors, and see.
Well, okay. Well, that was didn't say.
not gonna do that
You
yet.
said maybe. Are you doing that, or are you
Not
not?
until they come up and they see it too.
Okay. So you go back and you tell them, and you say, as you go this way, you say, hey, you could poke your head in there and see what was there.
I mean, I could walk through the walk wall and peek through that way.
Well, you don't
know how big- you don't
this
know.
is more than 10 feet.
And you don't know that there's a big room in there. You just
Right.
Well, I mean, it doesn't say that I take damage. It just says the rock takes damage if I spend a turn in there. I don't know if I want to do that, though.
No.
yeah, and just if you didn't know that, you just knew that it bent there and there was doors. You wouldn't necessarily know that there'd be.
That if I walk there, I'm
To
going
go
to come
through.
to whatever's behind the
Yeah.
doors. True. So I think we would be back in the entrance and not sticking our heads out.
Did they lose your book, Parkworm? What happened to your book?
Christiana's in the wall.
It's back there. Right there.
Copy paste would go faster. Yeah, all right. You're standing at this crossroads, as it were. Now, all of a sudden, with the population, signs of life here, you might become a little bit more self-aware that who knows what you might find,
Oh,
or
yeah.
who might find you, who might come walking along. Now, you are still in costume, unless you have your armor on.
For now, Christiana is still in costume.
So, what do you do?
What do you think?
You want to stick your nose in through the door?
Be a peeper.
I don't know that I want to stick my nose to the door. I think I'd rather go around the door through the rock and check.
Well, you only get 10 feet, right? Before
No. Before I do damage?
yeah. Right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
So, that's up to you.
I mean, it's 5.
You tell me how you
10
want to do
force
it.
damage.
That's fine.
I mean, I can stick my head through the door.
You
Just-
tell me what you are doing.
Yeah, I'm going to stick my head through the door.
You stick your head through the door.
Is there any way I can check for alarms and stuff?
You see a group of wizards. A couple of non-wizards. And as you look around, you see this one in particular.
Well, I can't see over there in the corner.
Oh, yeah,
where I'm
yeah. So, yeah, not with your head in. So from there, all you see is these wizards.
Mm-hmm.
They're milling about. There's probably some of them are talking to each other.
That's a
at.
lot.
Is there anything over here to... I see objects along the wall.
Well, you don't because you only poked your head in.
No, those objects right there.
Oh,
inside the
these are
door.
like fake plants.
I was going to say, they look like planters.
They're probably they're planters, and they have various moss and mushrooms in them.
Well, I'd like to... So is it dark in there?
No, it's lit. There's lanterns and torches and.
Cause I'd like to get to a position just inside the door where I could see.
Are you invisible?
I'm only taking. Well, how am I going to be invisible? I don't have.
You can turn invisible.
I said you could
We've
turn
established-
invisible at will.
Yeah.
If it's not on your sheet, I said I later
Yeah.
Yeah.
ruled that.
Okay.
You're a
yes.
ghost.
Yeah, I'm invisible.
All right.
I want to go right to this corner
Yep.
so I can get a view of the entire room.
This one?
Yes.
All right. As you get a view of the entire room, I'll back off. This looks like a lounge. There's a wizard that's slightly different. He has a blueness to him, sitting at this desk, where most of them have red tones. This one has red tones, but with a blue undertone, if you were. And down here, this is the one. As you come in and you come into view, as you scan the room, he lifts his head up as if he senses something. And he starts looking around the room.
I immediately. Do I see that?
Well, let's see. Does your insight beat his?
My perception or insight?
Your insight.
Hello. 28.
Nice.
Yeah, you beat him. Yeah. So you see him, he starts to lift his head, and you feel like he's going to look your way. And so just as he's lifting you, you back away.
Yeah.
You definitely got the sense that he sensed your presence there.
Yeah. Is that the guy that was in the inn?
No.
Okay. So I back out and I go back to the group and I'm going. So what else did I notice while I was in there? Because I
A
think there was
bunch of red
doorway.
wizards and maybe some bodyguards.
Was there a door going out the other side?
Yes, there was.
Okay. So I back out. I'm going to go report to the group. There was a guy in there that seemed to sense me, so I backed out immediately. But there's a whole bunch of wizards, and one with blue, and there's a doorway going out the other side. But it kind of looks like a lounge area for the wizards to take a break in or something.
Exactly.
And back at the group, Cristiano will say, well, speaking of like armor, like, well, I mean, one option as cover, I could put my armor back on, and I've got these manacles. And we could pretend like you captured me.
Who captured you?
Like
The group?
Yeah, the group.
I'm assuming we're doing this all telepathically, right? So we're not making any noise.
You're going to have to speak up there. I missed that.
We're having these conversations telepathically, right? So
Yeah,
we don't
we
make any
can.
noise.
Sure.
Sure.
Just making it clear.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only been probably another 10 minutes, so you have about 20 minutes left.
What does the group think? Is it worth?
I was just fireballs are more effective.
I say we avoid it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't, because then we're going to be. There's going to be 100 questions, and we don't know that going out the other door.
We're gonna have, if we come across people, there's gonna be 100 questions. I'm not talking about this room specifically. I'm talking about it's a way that I could put my regular armor back on and get away with it. If we come across a group, there's gonna be 100 questions, regardless.
Right.
But
Well, in that regard, I guess I'm not opposed to it. I just was not. I wasn't keen on that, and then trying to get through this room.
Hourglass has been set
the
down.
decision about that room is completely separate. That's a whole other.
yeah, you're asking about should you put your armor on?
Yeah, and this conversation
And
could have been
pretend
happening
to
while
be a
Gwen was off
prisoner.
exploring.
As opposed to being
oh.
a cultist, so he can get his armor. She can get her armor back on.
Yeah. And if someone asks, like,
Oh,
you could say, like, oh, look who we found, or something like that.
And she's got her manacles
Yeah,
that she
okay.
can get out of, and
Yeah, like,
put
put them loose that she could slip out.
Yeah,
and-
She
okay.
won't say why she's
we're
got
doing the whole
manacles in her
Stormtrooper
back.
Chewbacca thing.
That's right.
They're the ones that she
But okay, so
used on him.
yes, I like that, but we're not going barging into this room, right?
That's separate
Okay.
discussion.
Okay, so which way are we going to go, guys?
So,
Yeah, but how soon do we want to execute your plan?
I mean, this could have been happening while Gloin was off exploring.
Okay.
Which way are we going?
I didn't want to step in the middle of.
Okay. But yet we proceeded forward.
No, right there.
Okay.
While Gloin was.
While Glenn went and
Yeah,
checked the room.
Yeah.
Right. She broached this while
Sorry.
he was off doing his thing.
And as you talk about it, he's come back and said, oh, hey, dude, that's full of wizards in that room.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So can we let's answer his question. Are we on board with this doing the switcheroo right now
yes,
and then moving forward? All right. So
I don't have a problem with you just putting it on, getting the manacles. You want to put your armor on.
that'll be another problem. We look odd to begin with, so
Right.
there's gonna be a lot of questions.
The ones in Dragon Cultists, you look like Dragon Cultists.
Right. 'cause
Oh.
we
You have
masks.
masks. You have the whole
Oh,
kit and
okay.
caboodle.
Yeah.
Only one that might look weird is
Barkworm.
Barkworm, the Furball Red Wizard.
Yeah.
That itches something in the back of my head that
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
And it's the orc too. So
but yeah, if you feel more comfortable with your armor on, then yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
all right.
Okay, Dave. I can fix that for you.
if you're not fixing it for me, you're fixing it for yourself. As you come to the realization that, hey, you know what? That orc was right. There might not be any other non-human based red wizards.
All right, so
There's sworn there's a way for me to do that.
all right, so Christiana's doing her
Yes.
has done her switcheroo.
And Ken, how long does it take to don and doff armor again?
10
Do you
minutes.
remember? 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
10 minutes for a normal person. 6 seconds for someone cool like Olok.
So,
And
Dave,
I'm in my underwear. I'm fully dressed. I'm naked.
So you, so that gives 10 minutes to do it. So,
Okay, right here, you're going to take 10 minutes and do it.
I'm going to cast.
As you're taking, well, yeah, go ahead and tell Noel, complete your thought.
I'm going to use my Furbolg magic and disguise self and make myself look like a tall human.
A tall human. Okay, as you do your oogly boogly, Christiana says, hey, I want to take 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on, explore ahead. I'll.
Oh,
So
be more specific.
While they're doing that, staying there, I'm going up to this intersection and checking it out.
Proceeding north
Yeah.
No,
No,
right.
the other way.
Right.
to the right.
So I'm gonna go up here and
I'm
check.
going to. If we're going to wait 10 minutes, I'm fine with that. I'll re up the telepathic bond.
Okay.
And Olok will actually do comprehend languages this time as well.
Okay.
Good.
So I'm going there. What do I see? I look both ways.
Well, this winds away so you can't see any further, right?
Okay.
And up here, though, you see another set of doors.
So I'm gonna go up to the set of doors.
Isn't that fun? I think it's fun.
If I finally caught up with yeah.
Earlier was toss a coin to your Witcher. Listen,
You poke your head in.
Yep, just poke my head in.
What? Strider.
What? I didn't do anything.
He's not on the map.
Oh, it wasn't Strider. It was you. Christiana says something.
No,
That was
I don't
me.
have it
I was
open.
pasting the armor rules in chat.
So it's
Join me
Ken's
to
fault.
Christiana in the far corner.
Somewhere in the other end of the dungeon is another Christiana. And then it disappears.
Dun, dun,
Talking
dun. You weren't supposed to reveal the twist.
Where are we?
Yeah, where are we?
Here we are. Try to keep zooming in so I don't give away too much. I know you, with your own control, have probably already scouted the whole map.
No.
No, good for you.
Negative, except when it all of a sudden threw me to the side.
All right. You poke your head in, and you see wingless dragons.
Wormlings? No, wingless.
That's what they look like.
Crocodiles.
You would know them as drakes.
Oh.
Lots of blood on the floor.
Drakes can fly. Well, they gotta feed them.
I don't know what kind of smell you have as a ghost, but you feel like if you could smell, it wouldn't smell very good in here.
Well, I can't imagine that I have any of those senses as a ghost, but it doesn't say.
You know, like I said, some of this is we have to just make stuff up as we go. So that's what you see in there.
Okay, well, we don't want to go in there. So I go back. And no, I'm gonna go down this way.
It winds and winds and winds until you come to the main entrance.
Oh shit! Turn around. Go back.
It does go off another direction though from the main entrance.
Okay.
When it comes into the mountainside, as it were, it splits quickly, and this is one of the paths it takes.
Okay. So I go back to the group. Mm-hmm. I said one way, the left went to a room with a bunch of drakes in it. The other way wound around and ended up at the main entrance. We don't want to go that
Before
way.
we get to that, while he's gone, Olok, as you stand there, you hear the doors open behind you off to the left. Gloin is not back yet. You're 5 minutes into your change.
Between taking off my old armor and
Your old armor? You had like leathers
The
on?
leather's on.
Yeah.
You probably have like.
So you took you 20 minutes because you had to take off the leathers and then put on. I think. I
So
think.
I found it. Light armor is 1 minute to take off.
All right, there you
Did
go.
you wear medium armor?
Well, they could
Yeah.
step back around the corner.
5 minutes to put on. So you need 6 minutes.
All right.
Okay,
6.
6 minutes total. And then, but Barkworm's taking 10 minutes for his. So we're taking 10 minutes anyways, but.
Well, you guys could have stepped back around the corner.
Yeah.
No,
So I will.
but
I will
you
abandon my,
didn't.
You didn't. No.
And I even kind of asked that question.
That's fine.
But if you hear
I'll
the doors
abandon
open,
my
maybe
spell
you
casting
would.
and duck around and see. Do I
Okay.
hear footsteps?
Ken? All right. You heard the door open. Your action. What do you do, Ken?
So I'm gonna stop casting my ritual and then listen and see if I hear footsteps coming towards us.
Give me your perception check. Based on hearing. If that makes a difference.
I don't think that does anything for me. It's a 16.
Yeah, you hear nothing.
Nothing. All right. The door just opened. I don't hear anything. I think we're good.
And you go back to casting your spell?
No, I'm going to toss my book away because I'll have to start over. So I'll
Toss
just,
your book, your spell book. You toss your
Yeah.
spell book back in your bag?
Yep.
All right.
Because there's no point in starting over, and then I'm just going to sit there listening in case.
This is a cavernous hallway, right?
Sure.
Stone walls.
Sure.
So it's like an echo chamber.
Could be.
And he said he thought he heard the doors open, or right?
Yeah.
Right? But he didn't hear footsteps.
That's right.
Because of his crummy roll?
You don't know that.
Okay.
A moment
I rolled
later,
very well, thank you.
coming around the curve is a man in purpley robes with a weird mask.
Well,
He looks left, he looks right, and he sees the group of you.
He's wearing very nice moccasins.
And he's virtually silent. He just stands there and watches you. And you don't know how long he was standing there before you notice. Olak, I imagine it took you, as you turn around, you said, I didn't hear. The question is,
Well,
did he hear
all
you?
telepathic. We're talking telepathically.
fair point.
Okay.
Just making sure.
Fair enough. He's standing there almost ghostly standing there, right? Silently standing there. And he's just watching you. He looks left, he looks right, and he watches you. Olak, you're to be the first to notice the cold chill down your spine as you stand up, as you turn slowly over, and you see this hooded figure staring at you. You in your cultist outfit.
And telepathically,
Does he look cultist or more wizardy?
He does not look cultist, and he's not wearing red robes like the rest of them. These are more purpley. And the mask, yeah,
He's a wizard.
he looks ominous. There's no doubt.
so based on where we're standing, I would telepathically say to you two, do the prisoner bit.
Okay.
As you have half your armor on and half your armor off, and you're working on taking it off, and he's been watching you for how long?
Oh, we don't know.
You don't know.
Okay.
Well, this is messy.
Yep.
Play it off as a prisoner, anyways.
What'd you say?
If they saw us fumbling with the manacles, the jig is up. If
We didn't put any
If
magic
not-
on him yet.
There's no manacles
There's
on
no
him.
manacles.
manacles.
She's standing there changing her own armor.
Oh,
she's still changing armor.
and he's holding a pretty cool looking glaive, kind of more of a staff, but with a nice sharp edge to it.
Well,
So, anybody got any ideas?
Well, this is less discussion time and more reaction time.
Oh, fair.
Yes.
Olak, you see this. What do? You look up and you see him there.
Yeah, I'm gonna, act like you belong and just nod at him. And then, respectfully, I'm going to assume he's a person that is important.
And so, do you motion back to the rest of the Christiana? You're focused on changing.
Yeah.
Strider,
Quickly as I can.
do you say? Well, I guess Olak, do you say anything?
I don't say anything out loud, but telepathically I'll say someone's watching us. He looks important.
As the Mandalorian theme plays in medieval song.
Is that what that? I've never seen the Mandalorian.
Your loss.
I haven't either,
That's
so
just a lot.
It's great.
New season starts March 1st.
Yeah.
would have to pay for Disney to watch it, or sail the Seven Seas.
I won't pay for Disney.
I have not done recently.
So, Christiana may be a little conflicted. Strider, you hear the voice say, guys, we're being watched.
All right.
Christiana will play the woman card and be like squeal and be like, she's in the middle of changing, right? Or changing her armor at least.
And Strider
Like,
will
don't
step.
don't look at me.
Right. So Strider will step between her and Purple Dude to help play off of that. Oh, yeah, we got some stranger looking at our person. So I'll step between Christiana and that's it. I'm kind of shielding her out. Strider will kind of flare his robe as best as he can to kind of make more of an obstruction.
Okay. Ruckus, what do you do?
All right. Well,
As you look through them, you see that there's a person there.
So I'll step around my comrades here
Like here
and forward a little
and forward a little.
and I guess we don't maybe necessarily know exactly what their common greeting would be, but a
Nanu.
general hail brother, sort of, something that's a warm greeting of
Sure.
rough equal.
You trying to make some sort of greeting.
Yes.
All right. Barkworm, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to tell everybody telepathically that, hey, let's play this like we're lost, and I'm insisting that I know where we're going, and we keep turning in the wrong direction, and that we're supposed to be taking Christiana to be questioned by, not questioned, by, to be sacrificed.
I had the same thought. So yeah,
All right.
Christiana would.
So are you stepping
I'm not
up and
going
saying
forward, though.
this?
I'm out of sight. I'm actually going to back up a little bit.
Well, then how do you convey this to them?
Telepathically.
Telepathically.
No, you convey that to the rest of them.
I got 30 feet, yeah. I'm not talking to him. I'm just talking to my people.
And you tell
So-
them what?
That they are to approach him and say that they're lost, but that I'm insisting I know where we're going. Because I'm the Red Wizard and I should know where we're going. But I obviously don't. We're incompetent.
Okay.
So this is all a ploy to. We're going to sound like the grumbling minions going, this guy told us where we're going. He doesn't know where we're going.
So Ruckus, you hear that in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you step up to him?
Yeah. So
Do you-
I would say that we are supposed to be taking this prisoner to be sacrificed. Our wizard may have gotten turned around a bit.
Okay. So this is a what check? The not persuade. It's the lying one.
Performance.
No.
Or-
Deception. Deception.
Deception. This is a deception.
Okay.
It's a team deception. Do we get advantage?
No. There's enough negatives here. What did you roll?
A crappy roll, so I'm using my inspiration.
Well, talk that through.
I rolled a 4. A 4 sucks. I'm using my inspiration from 3 weeks ago.
Now I know you're doing it.
That's better. That's a 17.
17.
I will use my reaction to use my flash of genius to give you a +3.
A natural 20.
It's an unnatural 20 now. Thank you.
Unnatural.
And with his mask,
Real man of genius.
with his mask, it's got that frowny face kind of to it, and you wonder how he can even see through it. He just lifts one arm up and he points to the doors from which he came. That way.
Oh, swell.
That will-
Nod thanks.
Thank
I
you.
say
Well,
through my head.
Yes. So once we get ourselves situated here again, we'll...
I can just see him holding his glaive out there,
Yeah.
and
Thank you. We're
pointing with the glaive.
to glaive.
Yes. I appreciate...
And you can almost, you get the sense like of expectation of that you're going to start moving.
Yeah. So once we get ourselves organized and put back together here, we'll...
Be on our way.
Well, is
proceed
she
that
a
way.
prisoner or not?
Is he asking this?
You just told him you're taking your prisoner to get sacrificed, and she's putting on her leathers, her armor.
He's in the transition of changing.
Is he asking me a question? I said once we get our shit together, we'll go that way. Thank
And
you.
he looks over your shoulder and peers at Christiana, who's putting on her armor. Your turn.
You're still putting on your armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your turn.
It's under sturdy.
We appreciate the help. We will go that way once
Well,
we...
things are going to get serious then. He's going to step around you, and he's going to grab her by the back of her cloak. And he looks at you and...
Go ahead, eat him for lunch. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead. You're half armored, right? You have your undergarments. You're not naked, right? So he grabs you by your collar and he starts to. This isn't pain yet. He is guiding you to your feet and motioning forward. Let's go. He doesn't say word. He hasn't talked yet. He motions forward.
And so, I would say, friend, our wizard is very particular. He has this particular ritual in mind. We need to let her. He wanted her in her best
Nice.
for this ritual. Please let us. We will deal with it.
Okay. He takes his hand off. He looks at you. He spies Barkworm with the robes on, and he looks at her. Comes up to Barkworm, and if his feet are moving, you don't see them, right?
Floats.
He goes right to Barkworm, right to Barkworm's face, and puts his hand on his shoulder, and it says, "Oogly boogly." You hear some foreign language come out of his mouth, and Barkworm,
Try not to shoot first, ask questions later for once.
Language was it?
hold on, Thayan.
Doing okay so far.
Okay.
So wait. Oh. Ken dropped his comprehend languages, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping that if Ken could comprehend,
Yeah.
then he could
He didn't-
telepathically translate the Barkworm, but
But he
we
didn't
lost
get
that
through it.
opportunity.
Can
All right.
can you cast it instead of ritual, or do you only have it as ritual?
I can,
I don't
but
think it
it's
really
a
matters
spell.
right
I mean, it's
now.
gonna be obvious I cast something.
You need to each make a wisdom saving throw.
Everybody?
Everyone, except for Glenn.
Let me go down here. Yo, 11.
19.
15. Point.
Talk to me.
Okay, 12. Oh, I'll assume it's gonna go poorly, and I'll use my Warcaster thing to make it a +4, so 16.
Everyone that rolled less than a 17, you feel strongly compelled to do as he says. There was a suggestion that you do as he says, that it's in your best interest to take this prisoner through the chambers to the sacrificial area as you, so you feel compelled to do this, except for Christiana, who had like a 20,
19.
19
and
and
Barkworm.
Barkworm, who has a 20. But you know he just tried to cast a suggestion on you.
So the rest of us are like, okay, and like trying to let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go. That's right.
Okay.
But she doesn't.
You know,
And that's a charm anyways, right? So
Oh.
if some of us have advantage, like you should have.
you know. I
advantage
wish they
over-
would tell you
Yeah.
in the spell description that this is a charm.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Because
I do have advantage on that.
I think I do too.
Anybody who's like half elf should,
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'm full of.
or full elf.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So my advantage, I did pass.
Is it?
I've had it there from day one. I just finally.
Yeah,
gave
but
up.
again, I just wish they would tell you in
It
these.
would,
Oh,
it would
that it
be
was a
nice.
charm.
Yeah.
If it was clear that this was a charm.
Yeah. 17.
Does it say in the-
Logically, it is a charm.
Yeah.
Does it say any effect on the?
I think you have to look like this school of.
It's in this.
It's an enchantment, but there's a lot of other things in enchantment
Right,
too.
they are charms.
Yeah, mine. It's under my saving throws.
So, is it Olak the only one that
The effect
didn't
of-
fail
Oh,
on
yeah,
their
Bullock failed.
re-roll?
I feel like he's gonna go grab Christiana and we're gonna start walking.
Yeah, he grabs you.
We can't.
He drags you along because he's been suggested.
I know, but Christiana is gonna say the armor has to be on before we go.
And
Supposed
Ruckus
to
would
go
play
now.
along with it. It is part of the
Yeah,
ritual that,
Part of the
that she be
can't be presented.
You can put on
be
your armor
presented
over
in
there.
her honorable. In her honorable,
Dress armor, yeah.
yeah, formal armor to be.
And with this debate, it's obvious you have been charmed, and he disappears.
Ooh.
Did he go invisible?
No, he just.
How would you know?
Because Minnie can still see him if he's invisible.
And
He has
so
first sight.
so you ask Minnie, do you still see him?
Well, actually, I guess Olak wouldn't because he's charmed. He doesn't care.
Yeah, there you go.
If someone else thought of that, though.
I would have told everybody that you're charmed, but go along with it.
Well,
Yeah, what
I think the
happens-
jig is up. There's been enough arguing back and forth. Okay, you each have one action. Barkrum, what are you doing right now?
I just said we were going to go along.
You use your action
So-
to talk. Christiana,
To move, no, not to talk, to move, to telepathically tell them to move along
and then
and go along with the suggestion.
you move.
And then I start walking, like gesturing to move toward the direction.
Well,
And if I can telepathically tell the droid there that we are looking for, to pick up the remaining armor and take it with us.
Do you move?
Yes, 5 feet towards
There.
the main chamber.
Well, you either move 10 feet or more than that. Because right there is the quadrone.
Yeah, I will follow the quadrone. How about that?
Are they hooked into our telepathic party line or not?
Are they?
The
droid
robots.
things.
The droid has a soul, so I would think that one does. But
Yeah, the quadrant might, but not the
creature
skill
picked
defender.
The dog. Okay.
Christiana, Olak grabs you and starts to drag you in the way he's supposed to go. You have an action. What do? I heard your voice, right? Hey, I got to put my armor on. What do you do?
I mean, she would like try to
You continue to try to put on your armor.
Well, no, try to get away from like Olak. I mean,
You
the
try
guy's-
to break his grasp.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. For me,
Like a prisoner would.
No,
You brush off his hand.
yeah.
All right. Okay, that's your action. All right, breaking free. All right, and then I have the wrong person moved forward. Olak's over here. So I'll put Strider next. What do you do?
Oh.
Or rather, no, I'm gonna put Olak next. Right, Olak.
Okay.
Christiana just knocked your hand off her shoulder. What do you do?
Yeah, all right, fine, and I'll go in and grab her by the waist and try to chuck her over my shoulder.
Is he still charmed, or did that
Oh, yeah.
pop? Okay.
You're gonna resist, I assume.
I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure I'm in the charm for the long haul here.
His strength versus your strength or dexterity. Your
Just be like
dexterity
an
is pretty
athletics
good.
check.
Yeah, my strength is not very good, so
But you
And
pick.
you're small, right?
It's a contest. He
Yeah.
grabs you. You try to wriggle free, or you give in.
yeah. It's just a giant dexterity roll, right? Or is
That's
it a-
what it's
yeah.
supposed to be.
Okay. Yeah,
Make your roll.
I did.
What?
A 10, but yes.
Is
you
that on
can
screen?
roll.
Only teen.
Okay.
So
yeah.
he scoops you up. He grapples you, and he starts dragging you. And he can grab you half the distance. So he grabs you like there,
Wouldn't that
pushes you forward.
give them opportunity attacks, though? I mean,
If we were in combat, I would say yes. We're not technically in combat.
Yeah.
I'm giving Strider the next action anyway.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that's what I was wondering because you dragged me past Strider, so
I'm giving it's Strider's next action anyway.
Right.
So
Strider's next action is to pull her back with his 21 strength versus whatever he's got.
All right. So you grab Christiana and pull. So make your strength check against Olak's strength. Another strength check, Ken.
That's a 17.
Only a 15.
You have inspiration if you want to use it for this.
I'll waste it on this.
Okay, I won't waste it on this.
Hey now.
It's only Christiana.
Well,
All right, Ruckus. You just saw Strider try to grab Christiana from Olak. He failed.
remarkably.
Okay, but also we heard Bookworm say, "Just play along and let's." Just do the
That
thing."
that was said in your head, yes.
Yes.
But already you didn't just play along.
Right. Yeah, the wheels are.
We've
Tipped our hand.
No, yeah. So I was still playing like, wait, did she put? But now, you know what? Olak
Picked her up.
I don't know how
And it's starting
far
to walk.
much we've really tipped her hand because we've been pretty consistent that she needs to have the armor on. I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's see. He pulled you away. Strider, now you're fighting over her. There's indecision within the group what should be done.
Right.
But at this point, Olak's bodily got her
Yes. Yes.
hefted and is trying
Heading
to
for
go.
the door.
I don't know. The only
Doing
reason
as suggested.
The only reason there's
So-
indecision is because this guy's here charming half our group and telling people to do stuff that
This has happened.
yes.
What does
Okay.
Ruckus do?
I will go along with. I will.
You follow along with Olak, so you
Yes.
walk along his side.
Yes.
All right.
And
Just so you know, my armored class is 12 because I have no armor on. So if anything happens,
It's all your fault.
No, I'm just trying. I don't know that I've got anything that would smack Olak out of it, other than smacking him in the face.
Maybe a dispel magic.
Yeah, that would be useful if I had that, but I don't think I do. Oh, actually I do. Don't want to. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, if we're playing along, though, I mean, having one very enthusiastic person probably isn't terrible.
Yeah. I'll play along and be like, somebody grab her stuff.
Yeah, the quadrant goes over and picks up the stuff, and is kind of looking confused at each of you, and kind of looks off to the north direction. Only one that would see that though is Barkworm.
Oh.
The robot dog is dutifully
Following his master.
following. So we'll go back. I'm Barkworm.
All right, seeing
As
that
you said
quadrone.
you followed them, right?
Yep,
And
yep.
the quadrone picked up his stuff and looks confused at all of you, but then looks off in the distance somewhere. Now you can't tell. I mean, I have the figure here, but you don't know exactly where it is. But it looks in this general direction.
Yeah. I'm looking over my spells here.
And about then is when Gloin would float in. And as you come around the corner, because you probably come from this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't see invisible.
No.
Yeah, you start floating up. But you're invisible still, unless you hear your friends.
Now that
Wouldn't you become
now that he's
visible?
within range, I'm sorry. Now that he's within range, I can
Well,
tell him what's going on.
Careful.
If
Is he visible or not? I think he would become visible once he becomes range of your friends.
Yeah.
You do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, appearing almost out of nowhere, like a ghost,
Like a ghost.
Gloin appears to you, to Barkworm. Now, Noel, what do you do?
I am going to that kind of it tips the scales in the wrong direction. I think we're screwed here, guys. And
Just
I mean, Gloin could try to possess him.
I
he can't see him. He doesn't know he's there.
just role play it.
I come up and start talking. Like,
Ghost.
what's going on?
No,
and
I'm going to step between the Quadrone and Strider. And I'm going to cast. I'm going to put my staff pointed towards that spot the Quadrone was staring at and cast Cone of Cold.
Okay.
That,
that is our surprise round. You cast Cone of Cold.
I will say I'm surprised.
You know, I don't know what else to do.
How big's the cone?
appears nowhere. It is a 60-foot cone.
Come on, Dave. Close enough. All right.
Would I know if you're immune to cold, Gloin? I
No.
don't think it matters. I think that's a
You know that he's immune to almost anything.
Yeah.
Well, that's as the dragon. I don't know if your immunities are the same as a ghost.
Cold, necrotic, poison.
All right.
And he has to make a con 16.
Con 16.
Good news is wizards are pretty low in con usually.
Yeah. All right, this is a +1. 15. He just barely failed.
That was big. Alright. Here comes the damage. 40.
Here goes the boom.
All right. That's huge.
It was cone of cold.
Cone of Cold's
So, does that like put ice and snow on him so we can see him?
likely.
The
And
thing he's doing to Olak a concentration spell.
40 points. Yeah, well, Whether it does or not, he reappears because he fails his concentration check. All right, it's initiative time.
Now the jig is up.
Now the jig is up.
And now we got to make this quick and quiet as possible.
Anybody have silence? They can cast
I would
over.
love that.
Not on us, but on him.
Yeah.
All right, Gloin,
15.
15. Barkworm,
I rolled it 16.1.
16. Strider,
5.
5. Christiana,
6. I think is fitting.
Olak.
17.
Did I miss anyone? Ruckus,
Foe.
Foe.
Laugh.
What do you need initiative? Foe. All right.
I hope that didn't just kill us all, guys.
Yeah, well, it would have been worse inside the room.
Yeah, if it was, the jig had gone up in there, we would have been dead
Yeah,
for sure.
we'd be looking to be staring
This
down.
guy's no joke, that's for sure.
Right, we'd be staring down
If the-
CPK though.
If
In
the
the room.
pass of the save was 17, that's stronger than me.
We are in the boss lair.
Yep.
All right, Olak.
I like the boss would be the one coming out.
Well, This-
Is
that's the
Olaf
thing is-
free of his
This-
suggestion?
this is a lair of many bosses. The suggestion you may. Suggestion. Each target makes a wisdom. You can specify conditions, compare damage. You suggest course of activity and influence up to 12 creatures of your choice. Creatures that can't be... Right here in the spell! Creatures that can't be charmed or immune, but you weren't... You had advantage. The suggestion may be worded such in a manner that the course of action sounds reasonable. He did. Asking creatures, stabs can't do that. Each target must make a wisdom saving throw on a failed save that pursues the action described to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for an entire duration.
This is a concentration spell, right?
It is not a concentration spell.
Suggestion?
This was mass suggestion,
Oh. Nice.
and it doesn't have a concentration symbol on it.
So still,
But did-
Olak is still.
But did you say
Yeah,
at the end of
so-
his turn he gets to try to snap out of it?
It says
I don't think so.
it doesn't say that. He doesn't get a.
Oh.
It says it continues. Course of action continues for the entire duration. The duration is 24 hours.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So Olak is supposed to take Christiana to the place to be sacrificed, right?
Yep.
And I cannot, like, I can still act independently, but I can't be contrary to the instructions. Like, I could still, be in my nature.
He pointed. The suggestion was go into that room.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Christiana and I will continue forward.
Did you fail in stopping him?
Or I guess, I don't have...
I tried to grab you,
Let
but
me figure out what my actual...
of course, the
speed
one
is here.
time that my
All right, that's Olak's turn. Barkworm, you see Olak carrying Christiana, kind of kicking and screaming, "Let me go!" Thankfully,
I
the
think it's
door.
time for a ghost to possess Olak.
Thankfully,
How does he look?
thankfully,
40 or 20?
no.
No, hold on.
he doesn't know.
Sorry.
You're okay. Thankfully, the door floated closed, and it's closed at the moment. All right, that would have been worse if the door had been open. Now, to your question, Noel, you were asking a question. How does he look? He took a big hit. There's no doubt. The flakes, but it's hard to tell with his robes. Frost. That purple is now a frosty purple, and his mask on. You don't see much of his body, but you can see he's stiffened up and is trying to break free.
I am going to
Is it a red door?
Paint it
I'm
black.
going to.
That's what I want to do now. I had that suggestion. It just came into my head somehow.
You're resistant to that. You can.
No, I'm gonna have this in my
Song.
head all night now.
It's a great song.
So again, I'm going to throw my, not throw it, but like point my staff at him again, and this time I'm going to cast Rhyme's Binding Ice. So a burst of cold energy emanates from me in a 30-foot cone. I should be close enough. Right?
Yeah.
And each creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw of 16. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 cold damage
What
and
kind-
is hindered by the ice formations for 1 minute.
What kind of saving throw?
Constitution.
All right. He rolled a 13 or 12 on the die, but 13. So
It
I think
takes
that's,
3d8, and he is hindered,
so he can't move.
basically, until he breaks free using an action. So,
3d8.
he is hindered for 1 minute, or until it or another creature within reach uses its action to break away from the ice. Creature hindered by the ice has its speed reduced to zero.
All right, so he can still do his oogly boogly. He just can't move.
Right.
Okay.
He took 22.
You rolled.
Yeah. 22 damage.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an 8 and 2 7s.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. What is he going to do?
Oh, wait,
How's he
yeah.
looking?
Frosty.
Grumpy? Behind his sad mask or his angry mask?
Well, yeah, I just can't tell.
That was Barkroom glowing. It's your turn.
Big purple popsicle.
You see him all attacking this purpley dude. He's pretty frostbitten.
Except Olak, who's walking away.
With Christiana under his arm.
We're gonna fix that here in
No,
a second.
over his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, can somebody stop?
Eeny,
Olak?
meeny, miny, mo.
Which fireball do I want to throw?
I don't
Fireball
have
is
fireball.
a lot of noise.
I have lots of
I
things
know.
that are better.
I know.
Do I want to turn
That's a lie.
into
Nothing is better
dragon?
than Fireball.
Whose turn is it?
Mine.
Loins.
I so want to turn into a dragon. I'm turning into a dragon. And I'm casting
You can only
terrifying
do that so many
breath.
times, right?
Well, I'm staying a dragon for a while. I
Oh,
can do
we're
it 3
trying to
times.
be-
I can do it 3
What
times in a
you gonna
day.
do?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm casting terrifying breath. Excels shattering mist in a 90-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a DC 21 Constitution saving throw.
Dang.
On a failed throw, the creature takes 40, 98 cold damage, and is frightened of the ghost dragon for 1 minute.
And on a success.
He takes half as much damage and isn't frightened.
Okay. Here's the thing. He's immune to fear. So that part of it won't affect, but I'm going to still roll to see if he takes the increased damage. You follow?
Because he would have been paralyzed if he was frightened.
None of the fear stuff affects him.
Okay.
But the other effect's still pretty major, right?
Nice, yeah.
So what kind of save is this?
21 Constitution.
Well,
Fail.
yeah, he fails. And so how much damage does he take?
40.
Yeah, he
Cold.
40. He falls.
And shatters.
Shatters, and laying on the
Completely
ground
frozen.
is a glaive.
Does the math suggestion lift, or is that?
I would say. Oh boy.
It's not a. It's not a.
It's not concentration.
Oh.
So someone needs to go
Question.
grab Olak and beat him over the head.
Working on it. I'm in the queue.
All right, just in time because it would have been his turn. We'll finish the round. Christiana, would you like to break free? Would you like to try to break
Would
free?
like to try, yes.
All right. Your agility. Give me a new strength roll, Olak. Ken.
My other choice is Mind Twist as
Strength!
blowing.
That's a 21.
That's psychic energy.
Good luck, Christiana, with your
Yeah, no.
You-
5.
Yeah, you try to wiggle free, and somehow he's got a death grip on you. Your old classmate
Oh my
knew how to
gosh.
wrestle you.
So this is.
Let me go!
Strider,
Wake up, you idiot!
Strider, you're up.
Yep. So Strider's going to move. Bear with me here. Get my moving thing. And go right up to him because that's the maximum of my normal distance. So that's my movement. And then can't possibly roll for crap on strength multiple times, right? Just jinx myself, I'm sure. So I'm going to. What am I going to do? I thought I knew what I was going to do. This thing that's got him. All right, I'm just gonna try to pull her free yet again.
Okay.
You aren't gonna knock a Olok on the head?
Well, I guess that's the thing. Do we think a non-fatal bludgeoning would help?
We don't really want to take him down to 0 hit points.
Well, no.
Bold of you to assume that you could even hit me.
Well, fair point. All right, we're just gonna go for the pull. Son of a bitch! Inspiration now, because I do not want him in that room.
I need another strength check, right?
In a
Yes.
second.
Do you have a plus, like, 10 or something?
No.
Oh, you might have a
Well,
chance
don't you have
here.
the boots?
Only a 13.
Belt strength?
Twice.
What'd you roll?
Damn it!
I assume you failed.
2 5s in a row with +5 is 10. So
And
no. And he rolled a.
13. A very beatable 13.
I'm running out of 20s.
All right, that was Strider's turn.
Wait. I'm going to, as a reaction, cast Silvery Barbs and make him re-roll a d20.
Make who?
Strider.
Okay.
Oh. Sneaky.
Pete. 14.
Just barely! Oh my god!
So you hitting him, or are you trying to
No,
grab
you
Christiana
grab-
away?
Strength to
Okay.
pull her free.
Finally, and this isn't pleasant on Christiana, as the tension on her legs finally break her free. All right, that was Strider's turn. Ruckus.
Is gonna run around. So he's between Olok and the doors.
Amen.
Move and dash.
No.
All right, then we're gonna measure.
Yep.
Imagine Olok's gonna come back.
Oh,
Well, you can-
well, I want
you
to get.
can-
I want to get just past
All right,
and get in his
all right.
face.
You can move through their space, so you're
Okay.
fine.
So I'm getting his face. I'm gonna put my hands right on his head and do a 4th level dispel magic.
Okay, I will allow it. I don't think that's what it's for, but I'm gonna allow it.
The magical effect. I was thinking the same thing.
Choosing
Yep.
the magical effect.
All right, yeah.
Any spell,
Hey, you use a 4th level spell. I'm gonna allow it.
4th level. Yeah. So anything. So if the spell that's affecting him is 4th level or lower,
Ooh,
it's
is
over.
it?
It's not.
You're asking too many
It's
questions.
not.
Okay.
It's a 6th level.
So then it becomes the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
All right, this is a 6th level.
that's
So I have to
16.
roll a 16, right?
It-
Just a
Yes.
Or do you
straight
have to roll a
16. I don't get a plus anything. I think.
I agree.
So
You
he rolls or you
should get
roll?
your spellcasting ability modifier.
Sure. Add your spellcasting modifier. You
Like-
probably a 7.
My plus 10.
Is it plus 10?
Yeah.
Okay, plus 10.
Okay.
Magic number is a 6.
So now, yeah, it just needs to be a. And I got a 21.
All right. Hey, you fry his brain.
Does it work?
As you snap out of it.
There's gonna be anyone carrying a girl off around here. It's
All
a
right.
latch like me.
Let's do it on screen so everyone can see. We're going to say 5 or less, They hear you in that room. which is really kind of resembles the scenario we're in. As you've made quite a bit of noise, but whatever they're doing, they're locked in intense conversation. You don't know this.
So,
But the door doesn't.
you said 5 or less.
5 or less was I was going to have the door start to open.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Whew. All right.
Okay. So,
Now, I don't think the dragon can go invisible at will.
No. I have no intention of going invisible now.
so now we get
I'm
so
ready.
The jig is
I'm
up
ready
now.
to
Okay.
kick.
Well,
sort of.
Sort of. We killed
The messenger.
the messenger.
That's right.
So as far as everybody else is concerned, the jig isn't up yet
So,
Up.
until the ghost
It
dragon.
recharges. That's fine.
Cristiano?
Over time, it was going to recharge. Yeah.
I say something I've never said to a woman. Finish getting dressed.
What?
Not here though. Let's go somewhere
And
else.
you see the Quadrone mini. It's like all confused, comes up to you. It just offers the rest of your clothing,
Thank you.
and his eyelids go shut.
Can we?
Okay.
Can we help her put the stuff on or anything to make this go
And
faster?
Ruckus starts to help
that's what
you
you think
put
of.
your clothes on.
Armor.
Armor.
She's got clothes on. You said so.
She has her.
Now, it'd be much more interesting if you said she was naked underneath there. That would be.
that would have been fun, but
Then
doesn't make
Ruckus
sense.
would have run off with the armor. But
She's got leathers on underneath there.
All right.
Okay, so now. What the hell's going on? God. What the hell's going on?
Telepathically.
Well, does that still apply to me even though I changed form?
I would
It's
assume
your,
so.
it's you. It's not your form.
Okay. So I'm talking to him. Guys,
That-
what the hell's going on?
That purple wizard.
We gotta get out of here.
Well, that path to the left there, right there, is probably the next one because going the other way, there's a door full of drakes, and to the other way was the opening to the main entrance. So we don't want to go that way,
So
and you don't want to go into the door with all the wizards are at, right? So
Right.
we're going to go right.
so help me out.
Before we forget, does anybody want that glaive? I'll grab it if nobody else wants it.
Well, I was going. Man, I can't grab. Man, I'm
I mean, we
drained.
should probably grab all his stuff,
Well, there's like
including his body.
It's just a glaive. His body's gone.
Yeah.
Body's
Does Christiana
frozen.
have her armor on now?
There's a pile of goo.
You know
I'll
what?
buy you s-
There's a
ice.
prize of ice nuggets. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Are you actually grabbing the glaive? That's 2 glaives.
He doesn't have a glaive. That was
Yeah,
the last character.
Varinka had the glaive. Yeah,
So
I'll
staff.
grab the glaive, and I have a staff, so
Okay.
I'm 2 fencing it.
Does Christiana
Unless
have
somebody
her
else-
armor on now? Like, can we?
Yes.
Okay.
So, help me out. That we were told to come in through the secret entrance to get into the
Well, of dragons.
Well of Dragons. Okay,
But we
not
also
the
have
Lounge
to-
of Wizards.
Right.
We're looking for the Well of
Well of
Dragons.
dragons.
Okay.
But we need the masks, right? We don't know where those are.
Well, they weren't in that room. I didn't see them.
Is the wizard's mask still intact? The one.
The wizard mask, it is absolutely a mask. Yes, it is intact, but it is not the mask you're looking for.
This is nothing.
These are not-
Maybe it's a mask that
But-
Yeah, we're total geeks.
someone else could wear.
Well,
I don't know what the purpose would be
Oh.
of that.
we've all got them, right?
Yeah.
Not.
Except for Barkworm, because he's a wizard,
Yeah.
not a cultist.
Would it fit on him?
It'd probably be a little small.
Because he's a big dude. Yeah.
Big dude.
Okay.
I'm masquerading as a human, anyways.
Fair enough.
But I mean, I don't want the mask.
But
It would-
the
it's
mask,
disguise.
yeah. So just know.
Okay.
Where do you go?
Wherever Gloin said that's
Yeah.
Up here?
Yeah, we have to go that way.
Go that way?
Is it worth investigating to see if there's anything else that he dropped?
Well, I think the first thing is you get out of the intersection for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And do we want to get Do we want to get finished doing our rituals, or do we feel like we don't have time now?
He might be missed here pretty soon.
Yeah.
we need to move along. Because if the guys in the room come looking for him, we do not want to be around.
Hey, Loin, while you're passing that carcass, can you crush it and break it into little bits?
Oh, happily.
It'll be less
You guys
detectable and
triple
identifiable.
frozen to death. I think he shattered when he hit the floor.
Yes,
Well,
but,
T2 all over again.
and then you took all of his stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, by the way, spell flinging people, you are carrying 5 bags of magically explosive powder. Just saying. I would hate to
Don't
get
we
hit
have
by
to
a
light
fireball.
fuse?
I would hate to get hit by a fireball.
Do we know?
Yeah, sometimes Olok's the only responsible one. He did not cast any spells.
Neither did I.
It's because you were charmed.
I don't see
Oh,
how that's
well,
relevant.
Strider did.
I think it's very relevant.
I cast one to get your brain back. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Do we know who is actually carrying these big sacks?
I assume each of you who. The better question is, who's not carrying one?
Because we got
Well,
many.
Wouldn't.
No, you're right. Gloin would not be. So the 5 of you proper.
There's 5 bags.
There's
Okay.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 bags,
Okay.
5 masks.
I mean, you could have the droids carry one of them too.
You could have Quadrone
Right, the
carry
droids
one.
that are powered by magic.
How many could the quad? Yeah.
Yeah, good point. The 5 of you are each carrying 1 bag.
Okay.
So here's a question, not to plant any more seeds with our DM. We're carrying bags of anti-magic stuff. Did any of our stuff even work?
Apparently it did.
Okay.
The bags are tied shut really well, apparently.
Oh, okay.
It's like plastique. It doesn't do anything without the ignition source.
All right.
You gotta
That's
gotta
true. We do have
fuse.
fuses. Fair enough.
Oh, this isn't here. This is down there.
Yeah, just we better not. Hope we don't run into something with claws that.
Yeah.
Well, again, no fuses.
No, but just the powder
excuse me.
itself
Right.
nukes magic, right?
We inert until we put a fuse in it.
That's a question for the
We don't
DM.
really know.
I mean, that's what I was
I thought
poking at.
I thought the shell was anti-magic all by itself.
Yes.
Right.
How does the powder work? We don't really know.
We
Like,
were given
with the
fuses
shell,
by the black.
They would
Yeah.
put
black
stuff
one.
in the shell and then stuff
I don't even
inside
know
the shell.
if it
would-
works.
To destroy it, but I thought it
All right.
neutralized this magic all by
You
itself.
coming down this.
Neutralize, it didn't destroy it.
Yes.
You're coming down this hallway. You see doors to your right. Gloin,
But-
you would suspect that this is where the
Drakes were, yeah.
Drakes
But
were.
if someone explodes
Long
the
they
bag on
got
my
my
back,
directions
I'm
right.
gonna have a bad day.
I suppose there's a door, there's a wall. Was there a wall there or something?
There's a door here.
They might as well, though.
I mean, as a ghost dragon, can I stick I can walk through stuff too, so I can stick my
No,
hand.
no, we didn't say that as a ghost dragon. Did we? It does it say that?
It does say that.
Oh yeah. If you have that and whatever.
Incorporeal
Yeah,
movement,
then
the
yes.
ghost dragon can move through other creatures
Yeah.
and objects.
And he's
Agreed.
done that earlier. We've already set
Agreed.
that precedent.
All right. So you poke your head through as a dragon. You look in. You see those drakes.
Yeah, so
You
yeah,
can
that's
see
where the
with your
drakes
butt.
are.
What, Glenn?
He can see with his butt.
I'm sorry. Let me turn him around.
Oh,
He
jeez.
just. I'm just teasing him.
We're gonna spend time turning my head around.
There.
There. Are you happy now?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. You come to an intersection. Where you look. You look left. Ooh, you look left, and you see some. You see
That's a long ways down.
some young. Yeah, it's.
Is it light down there?
Yeah, they must have torches on the walls
Okay,
or
so
something.
we could see them then.
So you can see them.
All right. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute.
Young. Are these kids or are these?
Well,
They look
Young
like
adult.
females. They're ruckus.
Yes.
Ooh.
So
no, careful.
that's why I asked.
They're like tweeny, young teen.
Okay.
They're younglings.
Who says he has any morals?
Fair enough.
Hey.
Because, despite what the image says, they are scantily clad. The boys are in like speedos. The girls are in like swimsuits, and they all have headdresses on.
But they're kids.
They're small but fully developed human beings.
Okay.
And as they round the corner, as you watch them round the corner, they're led by one of those wingless dragons. And
They're led by. They're not leading it. It's leading them.
it's leading them. A cultist, a female cultist, and as it rounds the corner, you see a male cultist coming in from behind.
I wonder if those are sacrifices. Or something else. I don't see it because I'm not there yet.
Off to the right, big long hallway that eventually tees off with other passages off. And in front of you, you have another set of doors, I believe.
Did the kids look like they were restrained, bound, or they're just walking?
Walking, willingly walking, following.
Yeah, they're heading to be sacrificed.
Could be charmed.
Yeah, they could be charmed easily.
Okay. So it looks like I was the first one to stick my head around the corner so I could say there's a group of kids being led by cultists.
And a wingless dragon.
They're being herded somewhere.
Are they coming this way?
No, but do we feel the need to
No.
free them or
No.
or follow them if we think they're
We're here
going
for a mission.
to go to the
Best-
Well of Dragons?
The best thing we can do is,
But we need the masks first.
Maybe
to
they're
stop the whole deal. I mean, we're at the Well of Dragons, right? Basically,
Well,
we're at the doorstep.
It's
of
somewhere in
we
there.
think it's
I mean,
Up
isn't
in
the
the
whole
top of them.
little happening wherever they're sacrificing these people?
that's what I
Could
was.
be.
Well, we know where the sacrifice chamber is. That was made clear, wasn't it? On the other side of that room.
So that's
Somewhere-
just where he
Somewhere
wanted
on
to
the
be.
other side
Somewhere
of
in
that
that
room.
direction,
Somewhere in that direction, yeah.
and that's not where the sacrifice thing is. Not where we're trying to get to.
We don't know.
We're trying to get to the Well of Dragons, and
Could be the same thing.
so should
But,
we?
but the critical path is we still need these masks, and we don't know where those are. So sucks to be them, but we need masks.
But you do know
These are-
where they're going to be.
Where the masks are going to? Oh, because they're going to be at the ceremony, right? So I guess we could tag along.
Do we want?
But how confident are we that we can acquire masks at the very ceremony that we're supposed to be stopping by blowing up the masks? I would much rather get the masks from whatever room they're being
So
stored
you're
in.
looking for the mask dressing room?
Yeah.
They're probably with the people that are going to be wearing
They're
them.
probably being
Right.
worn, yeah.
Fair point.
So, but all we need is one mask to stop the whole
Okay.
jig.
They're
right?
leaving. Are we following them or not?
No, not one
I'm kind of
mask.
feeling
He
guilty
said we
about
need
this
all the
decision,
masks.
even if it is the
We
right
gotta-
one.
That's why we have 5
What did he
bags.
say?
Right,
He's
but
feeling guilty
they
about
need
the
all
decision.
masks, don't they? We don't know.
You're supposed to
That's
feel
a good
guilty.
question.
You're letting these younglings march off to their death. That's who he's feeling guilty
Oh.
about the decision one way or the other,
Right.
I'm
which
saying,
is what it's supposed to do.
do we? So well, yeah. Do we want to
It's
follow?
it's a trolley question.
Follow at a distance, or go intervene, or go another way? They're walking off.
Right now, they're walking off.
I don't see how intervening
Let's
helps.
follow, guys.
Right.
Follow. Okay.
Let's follow at a distance.
Okay. So now we're back to we're cultists. We're supposed to be here. We got a prisoner. Be cool. And yeah, we got a robot dog. What of it?
And the
Or
quad-
change back to a ghost.
And a ghost dragon. Sure. Doesn't everybody?
Yeah. That's not suspicious.
Let me get it faced the right way before someone complains.
If there ever was a place for a dragon to fit in, it would be here.
This is true.
Yeah.
So you follow them, and as you follow them, eventually you get to this intersection.
We're following at a healthy distance. Yes.
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 Okay.
I just moving forward.
One of the languages of the dragon is telepathy, up to 120 feet.
That you have?
Yeah.
Okay,
You can just
I
do
would
anything
say,
you want.
hey, Chloe, why don't you hang
Right.
back while we go through this intersection in case there's other people here?
Yeah, because I have dark vision up to 120 feet.
Time out. Ruckus, you're leading the group. You are in front.
Okay.
You start to go past this intersection. You look off to the right, and you see two people standing in front of a door.
Okay.
Do you pause, react in any way as you walk past them?
Eat them.
No, because at this point we're trying to be cool, like we.
Okay.
Like we
Even
belong.
though you have a ghostly dragon following you, you don't care. You walking like you're the badass, and you're moving forward. Gotcha.
And I tell him,
they were talking. We can
is
talk
that
to
still?
each other.
Yeah, is that still working?
Yeah.
So I'll say, okay, a couple guards off to the right.
I mean, you're on each other's heels. So,
yep.
Olak, you hear that? You're about ready to pass. Strider, you're about ready to pass. And you're going to walk past like you're badass that you are. No big deal. Christiana, you're on the heels. And Barkworm, you're on the heels. And the dog is found. You're the badass as you are. You're walking like you own this place. And you walk past.
Can you go invisible?
No.
No. Okay.
As you come here,
Stop.
yeah, you have a decision to make.
I can change twice more. So
No.
Can he?
Either that or
if
kill him.
we've established, hang on. If we've established that he can pass through stuff in his dragon form, which we did earlier
yeah.
in one of our other battles, you went through the wall and you smoked
Yeah.
smoked
But
two
if I
people.
spend time when I end my turn in a spot, I do damage to that.
There's some sort of disruption. You're
It
right.
takes five, it
he
takes
could.
5 force damage.
You could fly through there. But you're gonna have to pass through here. You go through this room, maybe, but you don't know what's in that room.
right, I get it.
Well,
I'm
no.
trying to.
What I'm thinking here, I have 2 choices.
It's
There's guards.
Mm-hmm.
So I either
they're
change,
there.
change back to glowing and become invisible to pass, or I go across the corner, come out, kill them, and see what's in that room.
You're
If there's
also
guards there, there might be something in that room worth guarding.
Right. Good
you
thinking.
are also a dragon in the vicinity of the Well of Dragons.
So I maybe not even go across corner, just go around the corner and come up to them, just kind of walk up,
At this
blow them
point,
away.
what are you doing?
I'm going around the corner.
So you're going like this.
No, I'm going around the
He's
corner. I'm
gonna go
walking right up to
inside.
them. I'm just turning the corner, and I'm just immediately going to blast them with terrifying breath. Get back.
Yeah.
There you go. It's 90 feet, so it's 40 cold
Yeah.
damage. 21 Constitution save. They're going to have to be pretty good.
How many hit points do these cultists have?
I don't
The
know.
run-of-the-mill cultists.
Oh, run of the mill. Oh, nothing.
40 or 41.
Is it 40 or is it 41? Don't give me this.
I could roll for it. It's
No, don't.
98.
Wow.
So up to 72 if you roll strong.
Yeah, if.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why he usually takes the 40.
Yeah. The DM has finally convinced me that you better.
Why risk it?
Why risk it?
right. Take the sure thing.
Thank goodness I did that instead of what Gloin was going to do with Mind Twist, which would only been 22 damage. That guy would still been alive and doing something.
I got 6 of them. Oh,
Well,
7.
I've got 5. Just out of curiosity.
Be very clear in what you're doing right now.
No, I just told you what I'm going to do.
But tell me again.
I turned around, I turned a corner. and
What
I
you're
looked
doing
at-
with the dice right now.
Nothing. Terrifying breath, 40 cold damage. They have to roll 21 or less.
Alright.
Or they have to roll less than a 21. I was just going to show these guys, how. Well, never mind. We're just not going to roll.
All right.
This going to show us how bad his rolls were. In
As
roll
these are
72.
common guards sitting out front, I'm going to say they're not these batter ass dragon cultists.
Oh, you can't find it.
Huh? So you take them down, but it was loud. You roared and you let out a dragon breath. You don't.
No.
That's.
Ghost Dragon exhales a shadowy mist in a 90-foot cone.
I can't imagine this is silent.
It's a mist.
Shadowy mist is what it says. Doesn't sound noisy to me.
It sounds terrifying.
It is terrifying, but not necessarily noisy.
I like content.
Quiet terror.
So they shrieked as they froze to death. There.
If they fell, they're no. Never mind. The 40.
Yeah,
killed them.
they die.
I walk up to the door.
Uh-huh.
I stick my head through it,
And you
and it
see.
gets lopped off. Well, it's a ghost. I mean,
a room full of young men in Speedos with 3 more cultists watching over them.
I immediately step back.
You immediately step back and you hear footsteps behind you. As you turn around, you see someone running off in the different direction.
Oh, running.
Well, he sees 2 people laying on the ground and a dragon standing over him.
Do we still have the telepathy going on?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys have well moved on by now.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't know who that is.
Well, yeah. Well, you guys didn't even see it.
Right. Okay.
Telepathy only goes 30 feet, by the way.
Okay, fair.
Only 30 feet.
Well,
Yep.
hang on.
You've had a couple turns. He did his
Couple
thing,
rounds.
and then he moved forward and looked in. That's at least 2 turns. You've moved forward at least 60 feet.
And we didn't stop. Okay.
Okay.
You are very clear that you didn't stop.
He has plenty of speed. He can catch up if he wants.
Sure. But glowing right at you.
Okay.
That's what
I hear
happened.
someone running away. I definitely move. I don't suppose I can fly in this thing.
It's not really a flying tunnel.
My
Hey.
speed is only 40 feet. I don't suppose that gets me anywhere close.
Oh, sure it does.
Well, you heard it as you did. You turned around, you looked, and you see someone running around the bend. So,
In this case, those are like
so on your turn, you move forward 40 feet ish. All right. Now you can dash.
Yeah.
or you can nuke them from here.
With what?
Whatever you got.
I don't have.
You can't do the breath thing again?
He recharged.
Yes, I can. If I want to.
Well, that's up to you.
What do you do?
I was just asking.
Yes.
You do it again.
Yes.
And he falls dead in his tracks.
Okay. Now I see that there's an end to this corridor.
Once I get this stupid thing off, how do I get it?
You didn't want to close. There it goes.
I don't know what it's doing. All right.
So I'm going to move down that corridor. My curiosity is getting the better of me instead of catching up with the group. And what do I see at the end of this corridor? A door?
Door.
I'm going to just stick my eyes through there.
Same thing as the other room, but this one's females.
Back off.
Yeah. Eh,
Okay, so so I back off. I go back down the corridor, going as fast as I can, and dashing,
all right.
and around the corner.
But you guys by now have had another couple turns.
Oh yeah, they're all moving.
All right. So back to you guys. They seem to be exiting the cave system.
Like going outside?
Yeah. We're into that open caldera thing.
Oh.
Which would be
Which-
the Well of Dragons. Maybe.
with a gazillion creatures and flying chromatic dragons overhead.
Which might be where the masks are, too.
Granted.
Could be.
So you're trying to catch up.
Yes.
So
This might be the time to stop that. I don't know. If
So-
we're gonna save these guys,
yeah.
once they get out there, there's no going back.
All right. Pause.
Why?
Pause. Ruckus, you're in front. You see them go outside. As you approach the you can see the sunlight coming in through the door. Do you even pause, or do you walk out into that well dragon like a badass you are?
Don't let him mess with your head.
Yes, I am going with the ruse that I'm a cultist and I belong here. Now,
Right,
That-
we
that's
are
what-
cultists.
that's what I'm
going
doing.
here.
So yeah, so Ruckus looks back and he says, "I'm going through, guys." As he walks up to that, that's what you hear in your head. Strider,
So, that's true. We can talk telepathically. So it's like,
Strider, you hear that in your head.
so I'm going
He's
on to-
shooting the gap.
I'm saying I'm going out there to see what's out there. It's up to you. If you think the prisoner ruse still works, then
Yeah, I'm gonna stay
bring
with
Christiane along.
right. I'm gonna stay. I think if we're gonna do this ruse, then we need at least 2 of us on her. So
Own it. Own it.
So I'm like, let's. I mean, Olak and I will, one on each upper arm, guiding her.
Come on, boys.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, what happens when we get to the sacrifice part?
Boy, obviously you don't sacrifice me.
That's why we let her put her armor back on. She'll be fine. It's fireproof, right?
Resistant
and
to
acid,
radiant.
and acid proof, and what else did dragons
Well,
do?
she's already immune to poison.
Then hope it's a poison dragon you're about to be sacrificed to.
Well, that's the whole point. This armor specifically is immune to the dragon breath
All right.
thing.
There's exaggerations all over this picture, but I wanted to give you a sense of this is a dragon graveyard. All right. There's no dragon swooping down right on top of you. All right. This big white dragon, not there. There are dragons up in the sky, dozens of them, as described earlier. There are bones up like this, in and around everywhere. As you step into you shield your eyes. There's snow covered on the ground, somewhat bright, and in the distance you see this castle. This castle off in the sun, and it looks something like
Looks a little familiar.
Like that.
Maybe.
like this. From this side of the realm of existence, it looks like this.
Ah, that's where we saw it.
Yeah.
Boy, if only Gloin were here to tell us that.
He'll be back in a minute.
No, he's talking about the coin in hell.
You're the same.
Does he know what going in hell knows?
You know what going in hell knows.
Okay.
Oh, I do?
You have the
Yeah.
same consciousness, yes.
Oh, okay.
So, if
That's inside where they're going in?
this is the caldera on the outside. This is in the middle of the caldera. This is what we would call the Temple of Tiamat, or Tiamat's Temple. And actually, I have a description for it.
It looks like a crown.
So he knows what I see, and I know what he sees.
You are the.
Yes,
You are both glowing. You are
we're
glowing.
one and the same.
There's not 2 glowings. There's 1 glowing.
So I'm catching up with him. Before I go out in that open, I'm going to turn back into glowing because I don't want to go out there as a ghost dragon.
Ah, okay. I didn't
And
bring
when
that.
I see that, glowing's going to know I see it too, and things are probably going to click in his head.
Well, you are glowing. It's not that glowing is going to know. You
Let
are
me
glowing, so
explain
you are
something
going
to
to
you,
know.
young
You are
man.
glowing.
My mind cannot conceptually understand what you are saying and cope with it. Okay? So there are
Two
2
bodies, one
glowings.
mind.
All right. So you see this party of sacrifices winding its way around this castle as you guys continue to follow it, like the badasses you are, trailing somewhere behind. Catching up until you turn into glowing, because as glowing, you can float through things a little bit easier, but still, you're some distance behind. You're 2 turns behind. You're 12 seconds behind.
Am I close enough to talk to him?
Did anybody notice the tone of his voice when he said
No.
"the badasses we are"?
You're just lining up the TPK.
Like,
It's okay.
yeah, he's like we're just walking right into it.
I mean, he's been wanting to use those lights for years.
The other thing you guys aren't understanding is
Turn the lights red.
the masks aren't out here that I
Oh,
can
they're
tell.
going to be inside that castle.
We don't know that.
Oh, is that where they're headed?
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be headed to some space around that castle for sure.
So as soon as glowing and both going to recognize that castle is in both that hell and in this world.
Yeah.
The glowing in hell goes, oh shit.
Well, yeah. So the glowing in hell has no consciousness while you're on the moral plane. You're the same consciousness.
person.
It's either that glowing in your resting area, you are in hell, and then during the day, you're in the moral plane. It's the same.
So what's the body doing while I'm
It's laying there dormant.
okay?
It's like this glowing dreamed it while you were asleep.
Somewhat.
You think of it that way.
So
All right.
basically, while I'm here and I can see that, he can't get up and go into it.
There is no he.
There is no he. It's me. And
You're in one place or the other
I can't be
consciously.
both places at the
But
same
you
time.
It's just your
recognize it.
body.
See, I can't be both places at the same time.
Yep. Your consciousness can.
Your
Yeah.
consciousness can.
But you, okay, but you're here and you recognize it, and you say, "Oh shit."
Yes.
Telepathically, and we all go, what?
So eventually,
This castle sits in the first level of hell as well as here. So there is a connection between there and here.
And you would probably tell us as well that you had seen Tiamat heading towards it, right?
And I saw Tiamat heading towards
great
it.
point. You are moving and dashing.
Yeah,
They weren't. You're just moving.
right.
Yeah.
But I can telepathically talk to
Yeah.
them.
But you've caught up to them. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying. You've caught up to
Yeah.
them.
So, so I say, and in the first level of hell, Tiamat went into this castle. What does that tell you guys?
That's where the
That
portal
they're
is.
connected,
That's where the portal is.
and that's how you can get back. Follow her.
Yeah, I'll just grab right onto her tail and just come right in with her. Except
You'd
we
have to
don't
go
want her
back
to come in here.
Offer to get the door for her. Open it and then slam it in her face.
As she eats me. Which head? I wonder. Do I get to pick which head eats me?
You can. Sure. I'll let you pick that which head eats you. Sure.
Are they different colors?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like yellow. Is there a yellow head?
No. There's not. No.
Is there a
no.
blue head?
There is a blue head.
Oh, I like blue. Blue's my second favorite.
So you see, so from some distance, of course you don't have the.
Oh
That's not
God,
us. Where's us?
I'm so scared.
Down below.
Again,
When I'm a dragon, I'm not scared. I want to be a dragon again.
Oh,
what's the worst that can happen to you? They'll
Yeah,
kill
I'm
you.
already dead, right?
They'll send you to hell.
If I die in the first level of hell, I go automatically to the second level of hell, right?
That's right. Let me put you a little bit further back.
It's like leveling up. Just leveling down.
All right, as you walk along like you own the place, you follow these guys, and they walk past a bunch of those drakes.
Uh-oh.
Good.
Drakes.
It had to be Drake's.
Nice.
I imagine we would kind of set ourselves up with. So we have 5 people, right?
You have 5 people, a ghost,
ghost
and
and
2 automatons.
Yeah. So 1 automaton in the front, and
We
then
all watch the same movies.
Well, the dog's
Weird man
behind you,
pop
unless you
culture
command it
reference.
otherwise.
That's fine. Yeah. So Olax can be in front, and then in a square, 4 with Christiana in the center for 5.
Wait, we need an isosceles triangle.
Stand down.
Okay.
Something like this.
Well, so Olax, a mini in front,
And he's here.
mini in front, and then the 4, basically the 4 surrounding Christiana, the quote prisoner.
Yes, put all the meat puppets together so they can all be squished at once.
I mean, I'm just saying it would make sense to have Christiana in the center of the 4 if she's the quote prisoner.
Well, that's kind of how I have you.
Yeah.
And then the dog right behind me.
Something like this. you don't stay in your perfect formation, but
Yeah,
something like this.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
all right. But you just watch them go through. Ruckus was in front, so I'm going to trade Ruckus with Strider. All right. You know, all along, Ruckus has just been going on like he owns this place.
Yep. Fake it till you make it.
Make it till he kills.
You follow him in.
I hope you've picked your spells.
Yeah, Ghost Dragon.
And
I don't have any spells.
you see, as you round the bend, you see 5 dragons and a chair in front of each dragon. And those children go and sit in the chairs.
Oh dear.
Well, they're going to turn him into something.
Oh, hang on. Now, chairs in front of dragons.
Oh, there's. Oh.
Snack!
Hang on. So,
As you walk through, those drakes are snorting, and off to the left and right, though, you do see these spiny little devil things on either side. And they kind of eye you warily as you walk past. But you're owning this, so you walk in.
okay.
Yeah, go on.
So as we look around, we see. So there's 5 dragons and the chair in front of each dragon.
The children go sit there.
Yeah, and we don't see anybody that looks like they're directing the dragons or doing anything to. The dragons are just independent.
Milling about.
Yeah,
There's 5 of them, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was hoping
Are
there
the
was 5
chairs-
people with
Are the
special masks
chairs
on.
bloody or
Oh yeah. There is evidence of prior sacrifices at these spaces. Oh, and across from them is a door. As you are directly in front of this temple of Tiamat.
That's the door into the temple.
That is a door into the temple. Yes.
So that's
We need to go inside.
This door right
No,
there.
You
is-
can't.
Why not?
I'm thinking that door has to be opened as a portal through between this reality and hell. And that's
Well,
how Tiamat's going to come here. And that's what all these sacrifices are for. And I'm talking to him telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what all these sacrifices are for, is to open that door.
What if it's inside? What if it's not the outside door? It's
But-
a door inside.
we could try that. That could be. We could make our ruse of this. This one's special. She goes inside.
Right.
I am
And
special. Thank you.
The dragons will just naturally agree with that and not eat us.
Yeah.
These are, I'm assuming, are at least adult dragons.
Yeah, oh
If
yeah, they're
not-
all adult
If
dragons.
not,
They're all adults.
and they're not letting.
Great.
They're not. What's the next step
Ancient.
up? Ancient.
They're
not
all adult
ancient.
dragons.
They're all adult
Well-
dragons.
not that 5 adult dragons isn't enough?
For what?
To kill you.
Kill us 10 times over.
No,
We could take
just
Well-
2 times over.
5 adult dragons are. Well, one might. Well, it might take 2 of them to kill me, but
What are you doing?
We go inside.
Oh.
I feel up a woozy.
Well,
The
it's fine, guys.
sacrificial lady says, "Take me inside,"
Come on,
which is
boys.
oddly similar to what the other sacrifices are. They would look at you and they do wonder, "Why are you clothed?"
Because she's special. She's the special sacrifice that goes in the
That
temple.
is super inconsistent with every other sacrifice they've had.
Yeah, she's special.
Right?
He's for
I don't know
Tiamat.
how many times I can say it.
Yeah, well,
That's why she
let's
goes
just say
in.
you're in the sacrifice chair. They would know when you're full of shit.
She's the piece of
They're busy doing their snacks.
All
We have different orders.
All right.
I am the sacrifice for Tiamat.
As Ruckus is insistent, he leads him forward, and Christiana is more than happy to follow.
Just act like we belong and we know what we're doing.
You make your way to the door. You're carrying a bag of explosive magic powder.
Yep.
Yep.
like the badasses you are.
We're committed, man. I mean, if we turn around and leave,
you're
it's going to be
committed, all right.
Going
All right.
to be committed.
We should be
At this point, I need you each to take a performance check. Just roll a performance.
I'm not agreeing.
Don't suck.
I'm not agreeing. This is wrong.
What'd you roll? What did you roll?
Well, there's a nat 20.
A
What is it?
natural 20 minus 1.
What'd you roll?
19.
Use your words, please.
this many.
Natural 1.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 17.
11.
11.
Hey, Ruckus, you did as good as I did.
So, Ruckus,
Oh.
in your confidence, you walk straight up to this gal and you say, "Open that door."
There you go. Totally sell it.
That's what I just wanted to say.
Now, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Where anywhere in here was this performance about? I mean,
The performance was to act like you belong there.
Yeah.
right.
And he took it overboard.
Okay, so we're saying the one
He's so confident.
is
he's
what
getting-
drove
getting
is
himself
what's
into trouble.
driving him to talk to anybody, because to me,
Yeah.
acting like we belong there is we walk with authority to the door.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
You are. And he's taking it so far that not only does he belong here, you will open that door for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you now. I just wanted to be clear.
And so she says, "Who the fuck are you?"
Exactly.
In your cultist outfit.
Yep.
"You're a dragon fang." And she goes, "Discussion object dish sample 6." And she looks at you and leans in. "Discussion object dish sample 6."
Clearly a code.
Yeah.
Eat shit.
Sample Redux 52.7, which you probably don't even know what that means because this is so far over your head.
I will.
We were given-
I'll walk up.
Special instructions to give this special sacrifice directly into the temple. And if you don't know what you're doing,
You should at least know the proper response to discussion object dish sample 6.
And I walk up
And
to
I-
him.
Yeah, let's give him a chance. So, as you hear this interchange and you see that he and his boldness has gone off the rails again, right? Barkworm, you come over.
Again. it's
I-
not the first time.
Hey, thank you for role playing.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Barkworm, you walk up.
I walk up to her and I grab her, just gently, clasp her arm, and I cast Fast Friends on her.
Okay, what level spell is that?
That is a level 3.
All right, nice. Read the spell and tell me what you're
When
doing.
you need to make sure something gets done, you can't rely on vague promises, sworn oaths, or binding contracts of employment. When you cast the spell, choose one humanoid within range you can see and hear, and that you can understand you. The creature must succeed on a Wisdom 16 fail, or become charmed by you for the duration of 1 hour, up to 1 hour.
All right, this rolls
While the
plus.
creature, yeah, go ahead.
This rolls +2. Oh, she fails. Yeah.
So, while the creature is charmed in this way, it undertakes to perform any service or activities you may ask of it in a friendly manner to the best of its ability. You
Okay.
can set the creature new tasks when a previous task is completed, or
You
if
can.
you decide to end it.
You can, but Ruckus cannot.
yeah.
Right. And so I'll say, pardon his rudeness. Would you mind opening the door for us? We seem to have lost our way, and we're supposed to deliver this, and we're late. Could you help us by opening this door?
And she starts to say something, glowers at Ruckus, and looks at you and tilts her head. "But of course." And she walks over
Nicely done.
and looks at the dragon friend looks over and raises an eyebrow. Never mind, I've got this. And she goes and opens the door.
And we follow her.
And opens the door. You all follow her. She opens it up and motions for you to go in. And
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Could you take us to the men with the mask? We're supposed to deliver this prisoner to him.
And she says, "Oh no, I must not go in there. You wouldn't want me to get in trouble."
No, I wouldn't want you to get into trouble. Could you at least tell us where?
Just go in there. You'll see him. It'll be obvious. And boy, is it. As you go in, there's a cacophony of different spell effects happening all at once as an engine of effects are all focusing into the middle of this room. You see a green fog flows from the right, a black fog, a black mist perhaps from the left, fiery bellows from the north and west. Directly across is lightning strikes, crackling electricity across, and then a cold blue from the other side as you step in. And unnaturally, unfathomably, this room seems like you step through a portal in and of itself, as there's black voids beyond the obvious stonework. As you look left and right, you can see red wizards working their magic on different platforms through the haze, standing amidst these spell effects. And worse yet, you look beyond, and some feet above, I have a picture for this. That's not it. That's Guns N' Roses.
It might be applicable.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses? What's that?
What is that? That's great. I love you. The documents.
It's a musical group, right?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I realized we made a severe tactical error.
Heavy metal.
What-
Really? Yeah, think.
How's that?
No. The tactical error like 2 weeks ago that I'm only now realizing the ramifications of. We never had our heroes feast. And we're charging into the final battle against dragons.
This is the one I want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was really helpful when we did that.
Yeah, it would have been a good
Yeah.
idea for this.
So you see, this is kind of gives you a sense of the elevations. The 5 wizards across in their dimensions, and then 5 some 50 feet above them, and then you look behind you. As I find my, we're almost done here, guys. We're almost done.
I was going to say,
We'll end here in a second.
He'll end us. It won't be a problem.
And you all die. Good night.
Okay, the campaign's almost over, guys.
Look behind you, 100 feet up. You see a person that looks like this.
Which one?
That's
No.
that's the mask on her head. Is her?
Are those the 5 masks?
These are the 5 masks joined into one.
Right.
Okay.
Some 100 feet above you and behind you.
Now, is it like magically 100 feet away, but really like another dimension, or like
No, so
we could-
these are like islands, right? This is devoid space. Like you would step into nothingness.
But like, can we fly there? Is what I'm asking.
Well, you could try. You see no obstruction.
Okay.
alrighty.
So, it's only 11 wizards
We're good.
We got this.
that seeming to be doing some sort of ritual,
Yeah.
and that's where we'll start next week.
Well,
Congratulations for walking right in.
What else were we gonna do? Scout
Well,
ahead.
we're gonna fight our way in.
Burn a lot of spells and hit points fighting a bunch of.
Right. That's what I was specifically trying to avoid, like getting caught up in fights where we'd burn
no, it was good.
HP or spell slots or.
Yeah, the thing of it is, I mean, Barkworm has been casting spells and
But only
Let's
ritual.
jump
and
over
cantrip,
to
I think.
Steam. see what this looks like in my software. See how fast I can get it. You know what I mean? She said. Speaking of what she said, you gonna go see Guns N' Roses with me?
Maybe.
Well, maybe means
Well,
tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. I need to buy tickets or
Yeah.
try to buy tickets.
So, have they sung any songs that I've ever heard of?
I'm sure you would know the songs. They're 30 years old now.
Welcome to the jungle.
Paradise City.
Welcome to the jungle.
Alexa, play Guns N' Roses. Alexa, volume 5.
Nice.
This is November Rains. This is not their most
I
popular.
was gonna say I don't even.
Alexa, play the next song.
There you go.
Well,
That's what they're playing above you.
Well, that's what that idiot on the commercial on TV was playing.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was the guitarist from Guns N'
That
Roses.
from that
I
band.
didn't think it was really good guitar playing, but whatever. Not nearly as good as
So it's in September.
what was
September
it?
9th.
What was that guy on Hee-Haw
Which,
that could play the banjo really good?
Close to your
Oh,
anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes. I'll get to it.
Man, he was good.
Yes,
Who'd you say?
guy from Hee Haw,
There was
Clark,
Buck Owens and Clark.
Buck Owens, and what was the? You're right. It escapes me at the moment.
By the way, those have got to be the stupidest commercials I've ever heard of. Something about a bank or something.
Brute spot, nice.
I seriously cannot find
My
anything on
pirates
TV.
did.
before.
Nice.
I don't have cable. I don't even bother. Yeah, it's
My wife's always watching stuff like Masked Singer and.
Who's on? They had Dick Van Dyke on Masked Singer.
You know, back in the
Oh,
day,
yeah.
you guys are all too young. Well, yeah, you're all
I
too
know
young to
we're
remember.
distracted here, but
He was a really big song and dance guy. He was good.
Who's Dick Van Dyke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who Dick Van Dyke is. Watched Mary Poppins growing up. A Wonderful World of Disney.
Oh,
I'm amazed he's still alive.
here's
Yeah.
the. Check that out.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Now, did you do that?
I did it all.
are you
From
saying that there's
scratch.
one guy who's got all 5 masks on?
Yes.
He's up behind us.
Let's see if I can go forward.
I guess that's where we go, isn't it? I
Or
guess I
we
can
try
turn
Did
into
you,
a dragon
did you
and
kill
go
your
eat him.
live stream already?
Wonder how that hard he'd hit me.
Alexa, pause. Your live stream's gonna get
Oh, there he is.
nuked for the copyrighted music.
No, he won't. He won't.
That
No?
Not that.
Not monetized.
Idris Elba.
Yeah, he doesn't have the headdress on, but there he is.
Cool.
Well, how are we getting up there, guys?
Dang,
If only we had a dragon that could
that's
fly.
a lot of work. Or was it?
Got a
'Cause it
potion
seemed
to
like
fly.
the program
Yeah,
was
I've got
pretty
a-
intuitive.
Got a
Oh yeah, it
potion
was
fly.
super easy. I shouldn't say that. Getting these things to stack I had to figure that out.
Yeah, but still.
So it looks just like this to us, like kind of an open
Yeah.
space.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
So-
like I unfathomably, unnaturally open inside this building. Yeah.
It's unfathomable. It's without fathom.
Inconceivable.
I'm not sure you understand the meaning of the word inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
It really looks great, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
So
And see, this is where I feel like this is
This
applicable,
enhances the
right?
game to me.
You know, like I don't know that I'd want to go through the entire game like this,
Yeah.
but for something like this, a
When you
final
go-
battle,
Boss scenes.
boss.
The cutscenes before you in a video game before
yeah,
you go
yeah.
into the area where it's floats
you
you
think
through.
you were actually going to use this for For
No,
playing?
no, but this is what I created this, and that's how I created the other map.
The map is like a top down.
It's a top down of this.
Yeah,
okay.
so-
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get this.
So screw all those guys. Go for the guy with the mask, right?
More or less.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna fly up there and kill him, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I
if you
gotta
break their
grab the map.
concentration, I imagine that messes things up.
That's what I was thinking as well. Is like if we mess up like a few of these guys, that might help.
My guess is
So
this
go
is where
stand
they're
in the
coming
middle and
through.
be a lightning rod.
Right.
Well, it seems like all their stuff is aimed at the middle. So
So if I go stand there, I can absorb all
So
of it
that'll
and
be
then
the
spit it
portal
back
where
at me,
Tiamat
right?
comes
Oh,
through.
maybe I should do
Got
this.
absorb elements or whatever.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
Back over on this screen.
Do you?
yeah, I took it as a feat. I took a magic.
And as you stand there in the door and they're doing their ritual,
First level, but
one of the tiles in the middle of the floor, this could be a one that's more meaningful. Oh, yeah. Fly goes away.
Oh, we're on a time limit here.
Oh shit!
And there's eyes.
Eyes.
there's eyes. That's a problem.
It's a girl.
And oh, by the way, that's not the only set of eyes in the room.
Oh crap! Those eyes again.
We've seen those eyes before.
Yeah, we have seen those eyes before. That's not good.
Oh no! What? No.
No, that's the set of eyes that gives you a second chance when you die, right?
Could be,
Yeah.
if you choose to accept that chance.
Well, then Leonard will have a buddy in hell.
Am I remembering right? Is it also the set of eyes from Strahd?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah, I like that
Good.
one. I really like that one actually. I
Wasn't
thought about
wasn't
getting
that
for
the
myself
one
at some point.
the god that Todd wasn't that like Vampire?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that Todd said that we're gonna come back and kill you someday.
Yeah. Maybe. It could be. It's like it's special pets and it enjoys watching you or something. Okay. Thank you for indulging my...
Oh, that's great,
Yeah.
Dave.
So
Well, I mean, it's what did the Oracle say?
Yes.
You may have to,
Yes?
yes.
lose to
Anybody
win.
else going?
April didn't immediately say no.
Wow.
She
Hey,
said,
"Hey Dave, someone commented on your video."
yeah, is it something other than pay me $1 million or come sec...
Can I get a quick summary as to what is going on
Oh. Well,
on the live stream?
on the live stream, if you're still there. This is, well, let's see. This is Tyranny of Dragons, Rise of Tiamat, the end game. Our party is at the Well of Dragons, and we have just entered Tiamat's temple. And next week we will see if we can disrupt the ceremony to bring Tiamat into the mortal plane,
Will also be Tiamat snack.
or will be Tiamat's snack as he rises to rule the world. We'll tune in next week as we find out.
Tune in next week when you'll hear Olak say.
And Gloin say,
We're all going to die.
Chomp, 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 chomp. Oh, yeah. We're all going to die. Yeah. Okay.
And
all
Rock will
right.
say, "Eat my
I
friend."
told you we were running all good.
Eat him! Eat him!
All
It's
right.
been true for one of us.
Stopping the stream.
Yeah, I
Ending the
already
stream.
died.
Yeah, eat him.
And-
He's already
Who's going to be
dead.
next?
I don't know what time Edic